And we're live. Laowinners here with another stream. Are you guys back? I apologize for that. Vivi is going to check the stream health from the side. Basically, my computer is going 8. We're going to see if this works better. To all the people that have... Okay, are you guys back? Are you back inside? Come on back in. Yeah, the thumbnail's kind of retarded because it doesn't let you... Whoa, now it's freaking me out. Is this what you guys see? This laggy, shitty feed? Okay, this is like YouTube's new version of letting stuff go through their own software instead of OBS. So, yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work well. Let's frickin' hope so. Is there any way I can turn down the encoding? Is it looking fine?
Fine, but you look like a tomato.
I do look like a tomato. That is the fault of the camera and the fault of the sun for making me a disgusting sunburned boy.
You want to get rid of that a little bit?
Do I have too much light?
No, I don't think so. Too bright.
You want to get rid of one light? Vivi's
I'm too short.
Vivi's worried about my lighting situation. She's such a good girl. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Be patient. Okay, now, if you guys give me a stream health out of 10, I will continue if it is over a 5. Is it over a 5? It looks a bit slow.
Well, the screen is supposed to.
It's literally running at like frickin' garbage frames per second, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay. Shall we begin? We shall begin. Port of Dandal. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get started. I know it sucks. I'm so sorry. However, it sucked more on the phone when I was in the bar the other day. Now, I want to begin by saying one thing. I'm going to be taking super chats. I'm going to be talking about some stories that I was reminded of today as me and Vivi were riding around on a scooter. It was a trip down memory lane, so to speak. And the reason that we actually came to this very place that I'm in right now, in Dragonfly Land, was because we are convinced that we could rekindle some of the old times, some of the old memories. So we did exactly what we used to do. We rented a scooter in Taiwan. We started riding around the beach areas. And a few things happened. Now, the first thing that happened was this. We get the scooter, and it's beautiful, beautiful weather. It's amazing, absolutely gorgeous. You can see like for freaking 20 miles ahead of you. The cliffside, the ocean's crashing into the cliffs. And I'm like, you know what would be so amazing? I should totally take the drone up. This would be the best drone footage of all time. This would be absolutely gorgeous. And I do that. I take the drone out. I pop it up into the air. And I'm like, this is going to be the most beautiful shot I've ever taken in my life. The drone goes up 3 meters and just starts going away, drifting over the ocean. So I'm like, oh, shit. This is not a big deal. I'm just going to take it back towards me, right? So I do that. I bring it back towards me, and I realize the drone's probably going like 80 miles an hour by itself, because apparently 3 to 10 meters above me is like 100-mile-an-hour winds, and it just takes it the hell out into the ocean. And I literally watch it go from like 10 meters in front of me to like 2 kilometers away from me. It was absolutely insane. And Vivi is just sitting there. She's like, you can't just let it go. You can't let it do that. I'm like, you don't understand. I'm using the sticks to bring it back towards me. It's not coming back. So I watch it go out. I watch it go about, it was like 25 minutes it took for the whole process. Eventually it runs out of battery to the point where it just like stops. And the controller says, going home, like it's trying to come back home. And me and Vivi look at each other and we're just like, this is so sad. This is the saddest thing in the entire world, because it's not like sorry, Vivi's saying I have a super chat.
Super chat, Derek with Dan. Sorry if
McFadden.
I pronounced wrong. Your video are great. Keep up the great work.
Thank you very much, Derek. If you have a question, just let me know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Derek. So the drone is up, and it kind of by itself turns in our direction 2 kilometers out in the ocean. And we watch it on the little screen. And it's on our little, sorry, we have a video call. It's on our little screen. And we watch it just go lower and lower and lower. And eventually it gets to the point where there's not enough battery left for it to kind of try to come home. So it says landing. But even as it's trying to land, it says it's not an appropriate place to land. It looks down at the waves and it's like, no, this is not cool. I'm not gonna land here. So it just hovers there in these massive waves. And me and Vivi are just looking at each other. And we're watching. It's like it's a 2-year-old child. We had it for 2 years and it's been getting us footage for the channel for so long. And it goes lower and lower and it just sits there. And I was like, Vivi, just let me put it out of its misery. Just let me take it down into the sea. And Vivi's like, no, there's still a chance. I'm like, Vivi, there's literally like 1% battery. It's not going to come home. So she's like, no, you let it go. Like maybe it'll find a way home. I was like, that's not how this works, but whatever. It sits there and it goes critical battery level and it goes down and it goes and disappears. And thankfully, it cached some of that footage, like really low quality, but it cached to it to my phone. So I have its dying moments, and I posted on Patreon this morning, and it was like, it's weird. Like I said, like if I had an actual like what?
So or the done.
Dorden Drizzt with 200 yen. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you have a question, just pop it in there. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Vivi's really doing great with the super chats and the name pronunciation. High five. You're killing it. You're killing it, man. They're going to stop giving super chats because you butcher their names.
Sorry.
No, everyone loves you. You're fine. You're beautiful. Anyway, so if I've lost like one of my really good cameras, it would be like whatever, like it broke. But watching the drone for 25 minutes, making its own routes come. I'm looking at you like you're on camera. You're not on camera. Making its own routes coming home and just watching it do its damnedest to try to get back. It was like losing a child. I'm not even joking. I mean, it's obviously not like losing your own child, but it was like we looked at each other and we both had tears in our eyes. It was so sad. It was so sad. And yeah, she dipped right in the sea. So if you want to see, it was absolutely devastating. If you guys want to see the full story and the footage and everything, it's on patreon.com/law86. Honestly, it's literally like I said, someone said I would have a drone funeral. I wanted to have a drone funeral. I almost said he. It was a he. His name was Dronio, Dronio. And we had a little song for him and everything. And to watch him die, it was like, it was too much. I'm not even joking. Yeah, sorry.
Chin Jen. I don't know.
Sin Zane.
Hey, father of the second cutest daughter on earth. Watching your videos since a long time. 谢谢. Thanks to your Taiwanese wife.
Well, how do you feel? Vivi's not pleased with that one. Yeah, so I'm going to be getting into the topic in a second, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it, Sin Zane. That's freaking awesome.
Okay,
But she's the cutest in the world, let's be honest. Come on.
This, again, I don't know how to pronounce the name.
I'm hiring someone else to do super chats from now on.
Teach me the pronunciation. Dorden Drizzt.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, I know. I still don't know how to pronounce. $100, but 100 yen. Thank you so much. But no.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions, if you're just gonna pop us 100 yens, I really appreciate that as well.
And then Devin Sabu. NZ dollar, $2.
Okay, New Zealand dollars.
And then Kia Ora. Love from New Zealand.
Thank you very much, Devin. Awesome. Much love. We love to come to New Zealand. Unfortunately, I feel like if we took a drone off in New Zealand, it would totally go into the ocean as well.
And then
Raj, that's India.
Raj.
With 200 rupees.
200.
It's called
You
rupees.
didn't have questions.
No question, Prati, but thank you very, very much. Thank you really much. I appreciate this, guys. It's funny with these super chats because like I'm trying to talk about this topic, but they come in there and then it like kind of puts it on a different track. It's fun. Anyway, so as I was saying, we're doing this is like my first experience trying to rekindle, you know, memory lane basically. And me and my wife are riding around, and we have all these photos from back then. We're riding around, riding around on the scooter, and just it's kind of when we fell in love with each other. Not kind of, it's absolutely when we fell in love with each other. Am I correct?
Kinda, huh?
It was. It absolutely was when we fell.
On the floor tonight.
It was when we fell in love with each other. So we came to the exact same place, and we have a kid now, and we're having another kid. And someone asked about Bitcoin donations. My Bitcoin wallet is actually in the description of all my videos. Anyway, so we've been riding around this island, and I lose the drone, and I'm trying to get all this footage, and like we're trying to take pictures in the same locations and stuff as we did before, and it's all just we're just trying. We're trying so hard, but reality's getting in the way, and it's super, super windy, and we're getting sunburned. We're old now. Aren't we old? Remember back in the day, we could just have these massive trips?
He have question. Would your guys come back to China?
Oh, sorry. So you forgot to put that in the super chat. Will you guys come back to China? Of course, we have to. I mean, everything is there. We are actually doing an Asia tour right now, so we're going to be away from America for quite a long time. My mom and dad are helping me and Vivian watch baby live right now in the US, and we are going and doing a huge tour, meeting people, taking care of a lot of loose ends, and also we are filming a ton of stuff as well. And we're trying to figure out where we're going to end up. It's a weird, long process, but yeah, thank you.
Okay, Fractal, $5. Try some secret menu item at my local Chinese restaurant here in Texas. Try to drive pot and other things you recommended in previous video.
Awesome, dude. That's exactly what we wanted, because we put out this video recently. It actually just got taken down. We had to remove some stupid copyright stuff in there. I used to have a music producer that made music for me. I have another one that's really awesome, but this guy started monetizing all his music. Really, really, really annoying. But anyway, it's going to be back up pretty soon, so they'll be back up. But he's talking about a video I just did about how to order real Chinese food at any Chinese restaurant in America or in the West, because any Chinese person should theoretically be able to make any sort of Chinese dish, even if they only make American Chinese food. So very useful video, I think, for some people. Thank you very much, Fractal, and I really appreciate you popping in the super chat and telling everyone about that, because it's possible. It really is possible to get any Chinese food at any Chinese restaurant, no matter what they cook.
Jordan
Reed, we got a new sponsor. Awesome, dude. That's really cool. Enjoy the little emojis down there. And also, Jordan brings up a good point by being a new sponsor. Actually, I post daily content on the sponsor feed. So if you go to the ADVChina channel, there's a community tab. Basically, there I post every day, Monday to Friday, all kinds of stuff I can't talk about on my videos usually. And the sponsors get to read it on the community tab, but only them. And also patrons, obviously. But sponsors are super cool. It's like YouTube's new patron kind of competitor. Oh, we have a few guys on there, but we're building quite the community on there. It's pretty fun. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. So I was saying, so anyway, we're in Taiwan. We're having a good time, blah, blah, blah. But we're trying to recreate these memories about when we were young. And I was thinking back to like when I came to Taiwan, because believe it or not, I was originally going to move to Taiwan and not China. So all my life, I shouldn't say all my life, but my adult life, when I was thinking about moving abroad, it was always focused on Taiwan. And I'm telling the story about how I actually came to China. I haven't actually spilled the beans about this yet, but I just filmed that story because originally I was trying to come here. So long story short, when I ended up in Taiwan a year after I moved to China, it was like a slap in the face because I was so culture shocked from China that when I moved to Taiwan, everything was comfortable and easy easygoing, and it was just easier to live here. But I like craved that adventure from mainland China, and it brought me to realize so many differences between the two. So I'll get into that after the super chat. Vivi's alarming me.
Marath, what is it?
Australia.
Australia dollar, $5. Greeting from Australia. Would you consider coming to AUS? Is it
Australia, yeah.
And doing some stuff kind of like you did in the US and looking at Chinese area of AU?
Marath, thank you very much. First off, absolutely. Weirdly enough, I don't have like a super big demographic in Australia in comparison to Canada or America or even some European countries, just because you guys have a fairly small population. But I will say this, my Australian subscribers are so freaking loyal and such good patrons and keep in contact and everything that it's getting to a point where I'm almost doing people like a disservice by not going there. I need to meet you guys. Like, you've been there since the beginning, and like some of my, like I said, the most loyal people that have been there, like chatting to me and telling me ideas and like, I really like this video and that video, have been from Australia. And you guys keep telling me that there's so many Chinese people there, and you kind of want someone to go into the Chinese communities and figure out what's going on. I feel like it's our duty now at this point to go there and do that. So I think that me and Winston will definitely head to Australia to do some stuff, and probably Vivian and I as well, if we get some time off. But definitely Australia is on. If there was a list of top 5 places we're gonna go next, it's definitely on the list for sure. Sorry, Vivi. Vivi's like air slapping me.
Thomas?
That's called Thomas. That's my freaking middle name. She just said Thomas. Sorry, Thomas. She doesn't even know her own husband's name.
Sorry. Thomas Eddy.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Anyway,
Lord Almighty.
He donate $24.99.
Yeah, it's called $24.99. Why do you throw a point in there?
Stop!
Just being a dick.
I'm gonna quit and drop the mic soon.
you go for it. Drop that mic.
We don't have a question, but thank you so much.
Oh, okay. Thomas Eddy. Thank you very much for the. That's legit an amazing donation. Thank you so much.
And then Frank.
If you have a question, Thomas, I'm gonna try to have Vivi. Vivi, keep your eye out for Thomas's question if he has one. Okay.
Fractal $5. Do you think tensions between Taiwan and China will ever die down, since China is always talking about invaded China?
Invading Taiwan. Fractal, thank you very much for the $5. Really appreciate it. Now, this is really funny actually, because actually we should be paying them, by the way, because they're giving you like English lessons as you read stuff and help you with your pronunciation.
Stop! I'm gonna quit my job.
Fractal, this is something that we've been talking about nonstop in the videos here. We've been actually planning out and talking to people on the streets and like like citizens here about what they think. And we think now that it's going to continue to be the status quo for a long time, and China will continue making these idle threats about Taiwan. But until something absolutely drastic happens, the symbiotic relationship between the two economies, as long as Taiwan doesn't go full independence, which it won't. I mean, even the Independence Party here hasn't really made any steps to actually drive that point home. I think the status quo will continue for a long, long time. But I think the propaganda on the Chinese side will continue saying that we will take back Taiwan. I think that's always been a necessity with the leadership in China. But I would give it a 99% chance that Taiwan will never be invaded, and something, at least soft power economically, might happen to actually drive out the Taiwanese identity or the ROC identity, Republic of China identity. But I don't think at the end of the day, anything drastic will happen militarily for sure. But good question. Thank you.
So that been New Zealand $2, but YouTube is the biggest fan. You are not alone.
You are absolutely correct, Devin Sabu. I hope I'm not saying your name wrong. Thank you very much, by the way. YouTube is a massive freaking family, isn't it? It's literally like any time that you think that you're a little bit lonely or you're having a bad day, you can go and look at the comments and people's response to your own creations. And I've I feel like me and you guys have built the coolest freaking thing in the entire world. And I love talking to you guys, particularly on Patreon. These guys on Patreon, I've never in my life thought I would meet such cool people over the internet, and then also in person as well with the Patreon meetups and stuff. Go ahead. I see another one. To be slacking. I think she's watching soap operas or something.
I'm scared of reading names now.
Elite Mage 101. I'll do names. How about that?
I know. Tell Simo that he should be nice to you. Because Vivi is the only reason your daughter actually looks cute.
You don't think I'm cute? What's wrong with you guys? I'm the freaking cutest. Look at how pink I am. I'm the cutest boy there ever lived. You know, look at all these dragonflies behind me. Thank you very much, Elite Mage. It's a conflicting thank you. I appreciate the donation, but I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty cute boy. I know that's absolutely there. You should have seen Vivi when she was a little baby. She was the cutest freaking thing in the entire world. I was just this massive, obese load. I literally had so many rolls. I feel like my mom had to like peel back my rolls to like wash me out as a baby.
Okay.
Thank you.
Brandon Tansel. I don't know. Moving to Zhongshan soon. Hope to meet ya.
Hoa. Zhongshan's awesome. I had a good time there. It used to be pretty polluted, but it's really cleaned up, and it's like a super hyper modern city, but it's actually quite small. And you're really close to Zhuhai and Macau, which is fantastic. So I would use that opportunity to hang out in Macau as much as possible. Macau is such a cool place to be. But Zhongshan's really fun. Cantonese place. Spent a little bit of time there. I've been there probably 3 times now. I want to say the best of luck, man. Brandon, you're going to have a great time. It's a pretty fun city. You ever been to Zhongshan? I went to Zhongshan without you.
How dare you?
I mean, do you have any advice about Zhongshan?
Their food are pretty good. Girls are pretty cute.
Okay, Brandon. Apparently the girls in Zhongshan are cute. I don't know because I don't look at other women.
You're right.
Yeah. Anyway, I can't look at other women. My eyes are like freaking burning out of my face. I've been staring at the sun all day, driving a scooter. Anyway, I was going to continue a little tale. So when I was in Taiwan, I flew into Taipei airport, and I got into a taxi, and I was like, wait a minute, why is the taxi driver not trying to scam me? Did he actually just use the meter? Why is he not smoking cigarettes in the cab? He asked me to put on my seatbelt, because in China, like, a lot of taxi drivers actually get mad if you put on your seatbelt, which is kind of funny. They think it's like offensive because you don't trust them, like their ability to drive or whatever. Vivi, you want me to do super chats at this point?
No, because I want you to finish a sentence.
I don't want to leave the super chat.
Okay, Brandon Tansel. Haha, my wife is from Zhongshan. Her name is Wei.
No way! Double ways.
A little bit off.
A little bit different.
Like I have a little grass hat.
Don't tell people about that.
Oh,
sorry. They're gonna come murder you.
Don't murder me.
That's really funny, Brandon. That's super cool. So I guess you don't have to worry about the cute girls there. You already got one, right?
Dabin Sabu. Vivi, my name is
Devin.
Devin. Love you, sis.
Nice. Is Devin a girl? Might be. Thank you, Devin. I really appreciate that. Awesome stuff. So my first impression is I look out the window and I'm like, this looks kind of like Japan. This doesn't look like China. So I had this like weird, this weird attitude when I was in training for my job and stuff that I had already, like, I'm not even joking you. I have to be totally honest with you. When I went to training, they tried to make sure, they're very thorough and very sweet, but they wanted to make sure that you weren't going to go through culture shock and things like that in Taiwan. So they're talking about, like, you might be kind of freaked out because instead of soda, people drink milk tea. And, you know, you'll have to learn how to use chopsticks if you want to go eat Chinese food. And people are like, oh, no. And I'm looking at these, like, fresh off the boat noobs thinking, like, what the hell did I just move into? Like, this is China, like, freaking 0.1. This is a joke. This is, like, beta version, you know? So I had this, like, a little bit high and mighty attitude. Like, I've already seen the real thing. You know, I know how crazy China can be. And it kind of influenced my whole situation. But later I'll get into I'll get into actually what I came to the conclusion of.
Okay, sea land.
Okay, sea lance with Swedish kroner from Sweden.
I don't know how to say that. With a
Hi there. Hi there. Oh, hi there.
Oh.
Hi there. Hi there, Sea Lance. Thank you very much for the Swedish kroners. I'll put them in my kroner purse. My kroner purse. I love Sweden, by the way. You really miss there. So I'm going through my life in Taiwan, and the first thing I notice is that work ethic is insanely different. I'm in China, where people they say they're at work. They say that they're going to put in like an 8-hour day or whatever, but like most of the time is chilling on their phone or just taking naps. And like when you go to a shop, you might have to wake the shop owner up on a hot day, you know, like it's totally different. I was working probably 18 hours a week teaching in China. And then in Taiwan, I'm expected to do like 32 hours teaching a week with office hours and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? And I noticed that the actual work culture was completely different. It was much more formal. And I remember a specific occasion, like my first week, I asked my secretary or my like helper, I was like, hey, can you go make some copies of the homework for going to class so I can pass it out? But that like offended her because I was used to, like in China, everyone's very indirect. So like I could just do that. And she would tell me, my helper back in China in my last job, she would tell me the same kind of direct way.
Randall Bell, love the dragonfly.
Thank you, Randall. I really appreciate it. I put these up myself.
It looks like an old lady.
We're actually staying at this pretty freaking amazing. I want to show you something, guys. This hotel room is pretty stellar. And you wouldn't believe how little we paid for this. I'm not even joking. This, I feel like in China, like mainland China, this would have cost like a lot of money. It's almost like our own little apartment. This would have cost probably like at least $100 a night or like $150 a night. We got such a good deal. Vivi's always finding these weird deals. We paid like next to nothing for this.
JP, 1,000 yen. Super chatted you guys drunk the other night. Apologies. Watched your video for a while now and show them to all my friends. Would you come back to Japan and do some ADV style moto vlog?
Oh, great, James. And don't worry, I don't remember you saying anything offensive. James, me and Winston are absolutely thinking about going to do ADV stuff in Japan. Not only that, we'd like to do something like Conquering Japan style. We've been bouncing ideas off each other. We're really, really pumped to do that. So great question. Thank you so much for the donation. Very, very excited to kind of like, I mean, we've been doing China stuff for a long time. We'll never stop. I mean, we're always going to be either in China or talking about China or in Chinese, you know, situations. So, or at least spending a good portion of our time in China. That being said, we'd really like to go and kind of explore more areas, especially on motorcycles. So Japan would be a super, super awesome place to do that. So really appreciate that, James.
Thomas Eddy, I asked a question. How much is that new drone?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Thomas.
Skip it. I'm so sorry,
Do you know why she skipped your question, Thomas? Because she calls you Thomas. She didn't realize how to read your name. She thought you're someone else. A new drone costs about, this is the problem. I don't know which one to get because I need to shell out the money out of my pocket to give you guys drone footage for the new videos. There's no way I'm gonna live without drone footage. Vivi's giving me a really evil look. She doesn't care about the quality of my videos. I have to buy a new drone. It's gonna hurt. It's probably gonna cost like $1,300 if I get the new Mavic. Apparently DJI like is gonna release a new Mavic because that's the only one I really want to use. It's small enough to carry around, doesn't bother people. Probably around $1,300 if I get the new one, or if I get the Air. I think it's $1,300. Yeah. Thank you, Thomas.
Okay, MAC.
Hey, what's up there, Matisse?
2505. What's up, my man? Why do this thing now?
Hey, I talked to you once when you were at work and you ate a sandwich in your car. We talked on Skype, and you didn't have a problem that time. So sorry, dude. I'm actually probably gonna let this one go live as long as Vivi doesn't get too rowdy. So you'll be able to go back and watch this. I really appreciate it, dude. Have fun at work.
Okay, there's a dude. I'm not really sure.
Oh, his name's Tamada. That's actually a swear word.
Have you eaten dog before?
Tamada with €2. Have you eaten dog before? Tamada, you're really freaking me out. Oh boy. Can I answer this properly? I'm just going to answer it. Yes, I have. I have eaten dog before. The eating of dog, I don't think it's correct. What? I don't condone the eating of dog. I don't think it's correct. It's so widespread and commonplace in rural families in Guangdong, particularly, especially when I moved there, that it almost would have been rude to say no. At the same time, like, I didn't have a real good perspective on why that might be a horrible thing. I've always thought that eating dog might be a kind of a reprehensible thing because we don't eat pets, obviously. But the way it was explained to me at the time was that dogs would be raised for meat. And I don't know, you kind of separate reality from what you hear. Like, I don't know. It was almost like I'm hemming and hawing too much. I must say this. I went to the Yulin Dog Meat Festival to film a documentary about the dog meat festival to kind of figure. I was almost conflicted so much about it that I wanted to go see a culture in Yulin that thrives around dog meat. That's like part of their identity. And after I came back from there, I can safely say I will never eat dog meat again. I will never judge someone that tries it, though. I think that people are way too uppity about that. If you have your own dog, I fully understand why you would think that's a horrible thing. And I would agree with you at this point. But for someone that first comes to China and kind of like sees it being a norm, I can understand why, like myself, you would consider trying it. Again, after I filmed the documentary, which almost ended in a lawsuit, by the way, I still have all that footage, and I hope to release it someday. I don't even know if we should talk about that, but I had to pull the first episode down because the people I filmed agreed to be on camera. And then in retrospect, even though they agreed to be on camera, in retrospect said that they didn't want to be on camera and then threatened a lawsuit. And that was a really big deal. So I had to pull the video down. That being said, after the entire documentary, after we spent like 6 days kind of doing investigative journalism, basically, on the Dog Meat Festival. Not trying to say it was a bad thing, but trying to come to our own conclusion and film the process of us coming to that conclusion. I came to the conclusion, I don't know about my partner, but I came to the conclusion that I wouldn't eat dog meat again out of principle because the way that it was raised and prepared wasn't what I had originally thought. So I went in thinking it wasn't a big deal, and I left the whole dog meat argument supporting not eating dog meat. That's how I developed in that argument.
Okay, MSP2505. I ate a dog last time I were in China.
Nice. I actually saw your Instagram post, dude.
Here's the thing. I don't want to show up in the thing, but I don't want to ruin this live stream. But about the dog meat, I want to talk about. Can you please,
though? Because I really got to pee.
Oh my gosh.
Just go for it. Doesn't matter.
I just took a shower. I didn't even put on breath. So a lot of people actually judging the Cantonese people, and also a lot of people are saying like we eating dog meat. We're saying like how bad is it, how immoral that is. But the thing is like, because you guys don't have that culture, and in our culture like thousands years, dog not necessarily like it's pet. We have different kind of like farm dog and also like our pet dog, this and that. It's like not necessarily trying to say like we are the most civilized people, but that is in one of a culture. And then we said like every summer specific day we have to eat dog. It's more like a medicine to us at some point. As long as you're saying like all the Chinese medicine is bull crap, you are just like abusing animal. I'm sorry about that, but if people judging somebody's culture is like, I mean, I don't know how to answer that question. Like my husband can be PC about it, but if you're judging somebody's culture, it's like Japanese love to kneel down when they do, and then you guys don't do it, and then you're thinking like that's weird, so you were immoral by kneeling down. You lost your privilege or something like that. It's the same. So I'm not trying to prevent the idea you should eat dog, but I want to just claim that like you just don't judge somebody's culture.
I think I'm not ruin your stream by claiming that, but it's just like that's there for 1,000 years already.
Looks like you guys just triggered my wife. She just got mad, triggered. I go for a pee. Wife gets triggered. You guys overrun this with dog meat talk. No, I'll end that. Obviously, I'll end that statement by saying everyone has to have a reason to eat it or not eat it. And I feel like I didn't have a reason not to in the beginning, not being a dog owner myself, but fully understanding why people wouldn't do it. So non-judgmental either way, but would not eat it anymore out of principle after coming to my own conclusion, having a reason not to eat it. Anyway, let's move on. How's the stream health, by the way?
That's pretty good.
Okay, good. I'm about halfway, so I'm gonna crack open a Taiwan beer. I feel like I deserve it. Taiwan Pijiu. There she is. I'm gonna take a little gratuitous sip. I'm gonna do another one actually. You know, Taiwan beer reminds me of the original topic. Taiwan versus mainland China. That's what I was talking about, right? So immediately cultural differences slap me in the face. It was not the same thing. They're not the same country. Even though they're speaking the same language, it was not the same place. And it was kind of like, I loved it so much. I actually secretly loved being here so much because of the beautiful roads that I could ride my motorcycle on, this big riding culture, and absolutely gorgeous scenery and not a whole lot of pollution, which was kind of a big deal when I was living in China before that. But anyway, I started to, like, I was at odds with this whole, like, I've made such personal adjustments being in mainland China and like adjusting to this fairly rude society where people are fairly indirect and like kind of a lazy work mentality and like this outdoor drinking and eating culture in the middle of the night. I was like, I had already adjusted to this, and the kind of culture slap in my face. Everyone's super polite, everyone's super kind, everyone's helping each other. Not a huge drinking culture. Pretty much all of my friends in Taiwan didn't drink. There wasn't even a meal culture. Like, I would go out pretty much every night with my friends or like Chinese friends and stuff, and we'd go out and eat food and we'd share beers and stories and all this kind of stuff. And it was really special. It was something I grew to love in Taiwan. That was all gone. Vivi's air slapping me again.
Super chat. Devin Sabu. Totally agree with you, sis. Thank you, sis.
I missed Vivi's rant. I'm hoping she didn't say anything that's gonna get me in trouble later. I literally left you alone for 1 minute, and you could potentially not make this go live. Anyway, so here I am in this place with a completely different kind of nightlife culture and work culture and all this kind of stuff, and I'm having a hard time getting used to it. I'm having a hard time like dealing with the fact that it's like in between America and China. It's not like fully in China. So that's actually the reason I ended up leaving Taiwan and going back to China. And I actually, instead of going to somewhere normal like Shanghai or Beijing or Shenzhen or whatever, I was considering the most ridiculous places I could go into China. And it was almost like a protest of my life in Taiwan that had become so comfortable and normal. So I remember, and this is so shitty for Vivi, but I talked to her about that, and I was like, where should I move? And she's like, obviously you should move back to Wenzhou. But you were very supportive of my adventures, weren't you? Were you supportive?
Mm-hmm.
Shame. Anyway, she was supportive of my adventures, and she helped me look at some places. I was originally going to go to Guizhou province, which is the poorest province in China. Well, it was. And we ended up choosing Inner Mongolia. And that's where I spent the next almost 2 years. But that was a massively life-changing experience for me. But to go back to the whole Taiwan thing, coming back now, knowing what I do about China, and not just judging things based on like, oh, is this fun? Can I drink? You know, there are people here that, you know, that want to have a good time. To come back as an adult and look at Taiwan, you know, being able to speak fluent Chinese and everything and actually chat to people about this, has been fascinating. And I have done a full 180 on whatever I thought, what's it called, Taiwan was before, having a mature kind of opinion on this. And man, what a society it is. Every society is with its faults, but everything, almost, I don't want to generalize, but almost everything that China lacks in morals and kind of the way things are going in society, Taiwan has preserved. And it's almost to a point where I feel like I became a worse person by living in mainland China. I'll give you an example. When I see someone approach me on the street here, the first thing I think is, why is this person going to scam me? In reality, that person may be asking for directions. That person may be coming to say hi. That person may be selling something, right? Something completely innocuous. Whereas in China, it's taught me that why would a stranger approach me or interact with me? That's completely immoral. Vivi is doing something incredibly dangerous right now. She's literally climbing the wall. My wife is climbing the wall.
Hey, stop! I'm trying to helping you out.
Thank you. Now it's super noisy and the footage looks like garbage. No, that was actually a really good thing you did. I lied. Yes, thank you very much.
You're gonna sleep on the floor tonight.
She keeps threatening me to sleep on the floor. That's not gonna happen. Anyway, in Taiwan, people are not trying to scam me. People are not trying to go out of their way to make my life difficult. And people are actually being polite and interacting with me and making small talk. When is the last time in mainland China that someone tried to make small talk with me, not about my race or ethnicity or where I'm from, or saying, oh, you said ni hao, so you need the 中文非常好. Like literally just commentating on the most base aspects of who I am, but actually talking about stuff. Saying, oh, isn't the weather's super hot today, be careful when you go out, like maybe you should, put on some sunscreen or whatever. Or, hey, are you sure you ate enough today? Like the girl at the restaurant, she's like, you sure you ate enough? You're gonna go out there, I saw you guys came on the scooter, you guys gonna have a nice day, just make sure you're full, I don't want you to go out there and get hungry. It was like like normal people. Some of the best friends I've ever made are in mainland China, but it takes a long time to get to that level. And the people I'm interacting with at face value here are just normal. They're not, I don't know how to explain. It's very difficult for me, but it's been shocking to come back as an adult with all my China knowledge to Taiwan and seeing how society could be potentially in mainland China. What?
Hi, family. Your daughter doesn't understand live stream. She is talking to the laptop right now.
Oh, that is the saddest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. My daughter's talking to the live stream right now because she thinks she's talking to us. Vivi, go call our daughter, please. I'll take over for now. Yes.
We can call her a little bit later.
No, call her now. I'll take over. That's gonna make me cry.
She wanna see you more. Just.
All right, we'll wait. We'll finish off the stream then. All right, guys, we got 15 minutes left. And then I'm gonna call my daughter because that's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'll call her when this beer is over. That sounds awful. I am giving orders. Anyway, stop. Now, here we are in this conversation. So I've been shooting videos and making some comparisons and stuff because just coming from mainland China and going to Taiwan has been quite an eye-opening experience. So I was talking to the taxi driver today who drove us all the way here, and he had some very interesting stories. He actually is from mainland China himself and talked about some very, very amazing stuff that happened in the period of the communists taking over and then the KMT actually going to Taiwan. And I'm going to include a lot of those stories in the videos coming up. I hope you guys enjoy it because it's going to be pretty interesting stuff. I see a super chat.
Brian Baker.
Mm-hmm.
Is that called Brian Baker?
Yes.
Long-time subscriber in Tokyo. Never met you, but feels like I know you. Is it weird to meet people who knows you, but you have never met?
Brian, thank you so much. Brian Baker, let me tell you this. I run into people all the time that recognize me, and they act like it's really weird for them to see me because they watch me all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I met you in real life. But you have no idea that it's just as weird, if not more, for me to see you guys in public. Because I'm not freaking Kanye West, right? Like, it's not somebody that's used to getting recognized all the time. I'm a freaking small-time YouTuber. So when people run up to me and want to take a photo and stuff, I'm like, I love it. Like, it's fantastic. I love meeting you guys. But I'm nervous just as much as you guys are. And the other day, like, someone ran up. They were actually pretty nervous. I won't mention who they were, but I met them in interim between Asia and the US. And they were shaking. They were super, super nervous. It made me super nervous. I was uncomfortable. I was like, dude, I can't believe I'm meeting someone that watches my videos. You know, it's bizarre because everyone that you meet knows a lot about you, like everything about me, because they watch the videos, but I don't know anything about them. So I feel like I got to catch up with them. Like, I ask them a bunch of questions and stuff, but actually they just want to go on their merry way, you know? It's really weird. It's very rare that I can meet people that watch the videos in real life, but when I do, it is weird, dude. Just to answer your question succinctly, it's very weird, but it's awesome.
Deborah. MCO.
Okay.
UN unknown keeps asking in the chat. Will you and Winston do the real live stream? Walking around streaming. Please read this. I'm a big fan of my only question. Okay. Excuse me. So she's doing a super chat to help someone else out. That's nice. Man, I cannot stop burping. I'm sorry. Will you and Winston do a real life live streams, walking around and streaming? I would love to. When we did that, we tried to do that in China once, and it was a complete failure. There's absolutely no way the VPN is strong enough to keep a live stream going. The stream health good enough to be able to do a walking stream on data. We would be able to do it potentially in other countries, potentially in places like Taiwan or Japan. Just with the VPN situation, it sucks because we can do really poor quality streams from China from our computers on home connections, like when we're in our house. But in like using 4G, which is not really 4G in China, with VPNs, the stream health is just not good enough in our experience to be able to walk around and do that. Otherwise, I would. It's something that we're potentially going to do when we do our Taiwan trip, by the way, which we're about to start, by the way. We're going to do some ADV stuff here soon. So we'll try it out. Thank you very much, Deborah. Like maybe you just put the fire under my ass to make that actually happen. OXE9. Greeting from Germany. I like both of your opinions and hope I can at some time make similar experience around the world. Stay awesome. OXE9. Thank you very much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Danke. Thank you for liking both of our opinions, by the way. I don't know if you're referring to our last conversation or if you're talking about in general, but really, really appreciate it. And I will stay awesome, you too, man. If you're a man. Can't really read that from that. Oh, hold on. Yes. Apparently our daughter don't meet us. They're busy playing with trains. Well, guys, the stream's gonna go a little longer then. Apparently my daughter doesn't want to talk to me. She's busy playing with trains. That is not what I wanted to hear. All right, guys, you're keeping me company for a while now. So settle in, grab a drink, grab a bowl of cereal or whatever time it is there, and get tucked in because it's story time. I'm wicked sad right now. that's oh, God. Hold on. Give me a second. This is really sad. This is really sad. Don't read their comments anymore. Go call our daughter. Tell Mom stop posting. Mom, if you don't get out of this chat, I am never going to forgive you because you're literally just ruining. Oh, my gosh. I've been waiting all day to talk to my daughter, so I told my mom to tell me when she's available to put her on a video call, and apparently she's too busy playing with trains.
I don't even like trains. Where'd she learn like trains? Anyway, as I was saying, a lot of good content coming up for you guys on the Laowinners videos for sure. We've had a blast filming, but it has been. Vivi has literally had to like take me aside and be like, if you don't stop filming right now, then you're gonna pass out. Meanwhile, I'm covered in sweat. I'm dying. I'm literally dying. My shirts have been washed multiple times. I'm just soaked. And I'm like dizzy. I'm vlogging. I'm like, Vivi, no. And Vivi's like totally fine. You touch her, she's dry as a bone. She's like, oh, it's really comfortable out today. This is very nice weather. It's like freaking 40 degrees Celsius, and I'm literally melting. But it's been super fun. What?
I'm so scared of this name. I don't know how to pronounce.
I remember I do the names.
Okay.
Ronaldo Normand.
Okay. Are you not afraid of retaliation talking about this sensitive Taiwan topic? China is becoming more repressive. If something happens, would you to U.S.?
Ronaldo, that's actually a really good question. It's difficult to answer that properly, but I'm going to try my best. I'm at a point right now in my life where I'm going to try to phrase this properly. My one beer hasn't affected me mentally too strong. I'm going to try to be as honest with you as I can about this, because I really appreciate that question. It's something I want to answer properly at some point, but this is how I'm going to phrase this. The reality of the Taiwan situation is a reality, and it's not something that people can shy away from. Like it's the status quo. Taiwan exists as a republic of. Thank you very much. Vivi just refreshed my beer to make me feel better. Thank you. The status quo of this whole situation, like I've met probably 100 mainlanders on this trip to Taiwan and chatted to them, not about political things, but like they're here, they have to recognize the Republic of China and Taiwan when they're here. And they have to deal with the laws here and the reality of the situation. So to me, it's like talking about something without an opinion shouldn't be a dangerous issue, because Chinese people in China talk about Taiwan. It's not like a hidden thing on the map. It's not like something they erase. They might put a line around it, including it in the PRC, but it doesn't mean that it's not talked about. So on that level, I don't think it's like a secret issue. It's not a hidden issue. However, I will agree with you that China is becoming more repressive. You know, that statement is actually an understatement. When I first moved to China, it was much easier to talk about things. It was much easier to kind of open up about certain issues, even with Chinese people. Like they were able to kind of talk their mind. A lot of people that were really supportive of the new leadership in China right now are very quiet. And it's kind of terrifying. Like, not just for foreigners, I feel like right now in China, it's becoming a very tight, closed off society. And that's kind of the goal. This is my prediction. I feel like with the economy slowing down, I think you're going to see more repression of thought and free speech. If that was the case, would we move to the US? We have no idea what we're going to do right now in the future. But what we hope is that we've built up, you know, an audience and friends and people around the world that we would theoretically be able to go wherever we want. And we do have the option in the US. We've been back there for a little while now, visiting family, and we've shot a bunch of videos there as well. We hope that we would be able to choose what we would like in the world. If that's not an option, we do have the US as an option. So that's a very good question. It's a very sensitive question, I understand, but I'm really at a point right now where I'm so tired of self-censoring. That's literally the reason I made patrons such a thing, and like the daily content, is because I go insane. I literally boil up with all the stuff I can't talk about, because I make videos and I'm proud of the videos I make. But I'm also like dying inside, because it's not that I'm censoring within the videos, I'm censoring topics I love to cover. And I've recently on this trip been covering a lot of those topics. And there's so much more I want to cover, but it's like 10 years of self-suppression I'm trying to unlearn right now. And I don't know if you guys understand this if you come from Western countries, but you don't know what it's like to like learn to keep your mouth shut about certain things, to be able to like walk through life and avoid topics because you're not supposed to talk about them. Years and years of dealing with this. It's a learned trait, and it's something I'm trying to unlearn, because I really think I owe it to the audience I've built to not express my opinion, but the reality of the situation. And there's so many things I've seen that I want to share, not because I want to do exposés or anything. There's so many things I want to share because I think it's the right thing to do. And it's terrifying to know the consequences of these actions when you have a family that compounds. And there's actually probably like 10 to 15 videos I've shot that I've never released or even uploaded because I fear the consequences, or just fear. It's almost like this tinfoil hat syndrome. Like, you don't want to share really what happened because you've seen so many times what happens to people that do that. And you go back and you realize that those topics weren't even sensitive or like anything you should be. I'm actually repressing myself right now in this conversation. Vivi's air flagging me right now.
Alex,
I'm sorry, I just went on a rant there.
Where to go if not China? What does Vivi think?
Alex, apparently you want Vivi to answer this question, so.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'll answer this question. Go to Taiwan. Go to Taiwan. What would you think, Vivi? Okay, I'll see this from Alex Walker. Would you recommend a foreigner to go up and move permanently to China right now?
Not permanently.
That's not a loaded question.
I prefer, here's the thing. If you like the culture and you want to experience everything, like people and civilized world, go to Taiwan. Everything is like so easy. Life is easy. People are so nice. But if you are like love the excitement about
It's still exotic.
Huh?
Taiwan's still exotic.
Yeah. But it's really small to the point that a lot of young people, they don't want to stay here because they've just like had enough within few weeks. There's nothing else to explore anymore. But meanwhile, China is huge. But the thing is, like, you're gonna face a lot of like consequences by put even like the culture, the everything. Oh,
what?
Loading.
Oh, are we buffering?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm buying it again.
Okay. Thank you, Alex. I would also recommend Taiwan. Oh, sorry. We're back.
Derek. No, not me.
Oh, sorry.
Derek.
I'm sorry you guys are probably throwing up every time I move the camera, but if you guys ask Vivi a question, I will point the camera at her so I don't have to reiterate everything she says.
Okay, Derek. Hong Kong dollar 50 in Hong Kong.
Thank you, Derek.
SerpentZA visiting because of you.
No way.
For the enlightening videos and the love. Do you think if you didn't YouTube, you would be
Derek,
where you are in life?
Derek, you beautiful boy. Thank you so much. I'm actually more flattered about the fact that you're visiting because of us. That's like I mean that genuinely. That's freaking awesome. There was a couple of blogs I used to follow when I was younger, and I have to attribute them as the reason that I actually moved abroad. And I want to thank them personally someday. And what you just said to me, like, really, it hits home. Thank you. If I didn't do YouTube, where would I be? I'll give you two scenarios. One is that I have the skills I do now with like shooting and editing. I would probably be a full-time editor. I really love editing videos as much as I say I hate it. It takes a lot of time and effort, but I really like doing it. I think I'm getting pretty good at it. Not to toot my own horn, toot, but I probably edit for some sort of freelance thing. I could probably travel around and edit videos and shoot videos for people. I also might shoot stock footage. I've gotten paid for a few clips now, and that seems to be fairly lucrative. So if I put a lot of effort into it, I feel like I could pull that off. The other scenario is if I never got into YouTube, where would I be? I wouldn't have learned all those skills. Like YouTube literally changed my life. Not to say I'm going to be a YouTuber for the rest of my life, but it has taught me skills, you know, on how to be self-sufficient, to be able to use a camera and convey a message. And I think that's kind of a powerful thing. If I hadn't learned those skills, gosh, I might be in computer science still, probably doing networking. You know, I used to set up computer networks basically. I probably would have evolved with that scene and taken a job and tried to do what I could, and then taken time off and vacations and stuff to travel the world when I could. Probably something computer related. Ideally, in that kind of bad situation that I didn't do YouTube and figure all the stuff out, I would end up doing something with writing, but let's not joke around. That doesn't really pay anything, does it? Little fun fact, by the way, a little Laowinners fact. I used to get paid to write magazine articles about traveling when I first started before YouTube. That's kind of how I got into YouTube. Was instead of writing and posting pictures and stuff of my travels, I got paid to ride through Vietnam basically on a motorcycle, and I got paid for that article. It didn't pay very much, but that was like inspiration enough to kind of start YouTube and stuff. So maybe writing would have been a side project. Who knows? That's a good question.
Okay, Kelvin.
Gerald. Kelvin Gerald.
Kelvin.
Let me read the names, remember?
So is the idea to give birth in the US?
Yes, Kelvin. Good point. Thank you very much for the $2. Definitely going to give birth in the US. I think we've covered this before, but I would never, ever, and I'm sorry to Olivia when you see this someday, possibly. Sorry to put you through that. Mostly, I'm sorry to my wife that you had to go through giving birth in China. What a horrific experience.
You had fun.
Yeah, like, okay, you can go back and say I had fun, but I was shitting myself. That was a terrible experience, right? We tried to make a fun video out of it, but let's be honest, like, you were the one that suffered. Wouldn't you like to give birth in the US instead?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely going to give birth to the second kid in the US. Then we don't have to go through the whole citizenship thing, because like it was kind of a pain in the ass to get Olivia's citizenship in the US. All the documentation and stuff we had to do for that. So yeah, Olivia. Second Olivia. We can call her second Olivia. I don't know if it's a boy, we're going to call him Hero. We decided his name's going to be Hero, Hiro. We're going to find out this month. It's going to be a video if it's a boy or a girl. And I've named him Hero if it's a boy.
No.
Vivi won't let me name him Hero. I think that's an awesome name.
No.
Think about if you're a kid, like a boy in school.
Japanese. Why your son gonna be
Okay,
Hero?
I understand that you have some anti-Japanese sentiments because you're Chinese.
Not. It's just like
It's a cool name.
people.
That's giving power to your son. Imagine being a kid in school and your name's
That's
frickin'
just-
Hero. You're a
How
frickin'
about
hero.
Your son's name called Superman.
That's not a bad idea.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, 4chan for Plaz. Thanks for your video.
Whoa, sorry, I'm way behind. Let me catch up here. Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
reading. You don't
I know.
have to read.
4chan for Prez. Thanks for your videos. Thank you. I get a lot of hate on 4chan, by the way.
And
Throwing that out there.
Blue Sky 613, $1, but didn't ask any question.
Blue Skies, if you have a question, pop it down there. I'll have Vivi look out for it, but she probably won't see it.
Quote
Thank you, though.
S, love the channel.
Quote S with 10 pounds. Love the channel. Thank you. And I love you for supporting the channel. You're really making this a real thing. I don't want to read non-super chats because I feel like it's driving the topic off the rails. But a motorbike dealer, I would be the best used car salesman ever. Would you not agree with that?
Yeah.
You would never let me be that because you don't think that's a good profession. I think.
Is that called Mike? Michelle.
Pucha.
Okay, I just had to do this so Vivi would have a nice, easy.
Thank you. And you know what's so funny, Michelle, is that I had to help her with that one too. That was probably the worst butchering she's ever done. Michael Pucka. Come on, Vivi. She's trying her best. She's trying her best.
Okay. Oh, another one.
Okay.
Rain.
Ronaldo Norman. We already read him.
Oh.
Oh man. Let me do the names.
Okay. Is
Do me the
Taiwan more
honors.
civilized because of Japanese influence, or is that how mainland Chinese would have developed if there was no permit?
Ronaldo, I want to talk about this so much. You have no idea. But I don't know. Do you want Vivi to answer this? Because she's going to give you a very different answer than me. You want to answer this? Or you want me to do it?
You do it.
All right. Ronaldo, I think that Japan did a lot for the infrastructure of Taiwan. I mean, they built the railroads and pretty much every piece of infrastructure in Taiwanese society. But I don't think necessarily Japanese influence had anything to do with the way things work in terms of the way people treat each other because of this. Going to Japan, I've noticed a very different attitude with strangers versus strangers' attitudes in Japan. It's mostly like this learned construct of how to be polite to each other because you have to do that. Whereas in Taiwan, I've noticed a lot of people just being nice to each other because it's an interesting and nice thing to do. I think that just not being under the repression of a government that kind of stifles ideas and ideologies and stuff creates a more vibrant network of human beings. And I think that, I mean, I'm no anthropologist or anything, but I think that Taiwan kind of developed, you know, from a dictatorship itself. Actually, it was a pretty scary place to be before, but into a fairly democratic and open society with a fairly homogenous population, to be fair, and became an anomaly unto itself. It's its own thing. So honestly, it's easier to get to know people in Taiwan. Much easier to get to know people in Taiwan than Japan. I loved Japan, by the way. It was freaking awesome, but to get to know someone like on a first name basis very quickly, much easier to do in Taiwan, that's for sure. I don't think Taiwan was super influenced by Japanese influence in terms of the way people interact with each other, more so in the way that the country works. But thank you for the question.
Tom Shipman,
Mhm.
$2.
Yep.
Can we get more footage of sea milk eating horses?
What? Oh my God, Tom, get out of here. I know what you're trying to say. He's talking about the goat ribs that I ate the other day. You son of a bitch, Tom. I mean, yeah, we probably got a lot of footage of that laying around. I mean, actually, there's probably like an hour of footage of me eating ribs of some sort. So yeah, if you want that, Tom, just send me an email. You know, I'll send you a WeTransfer. Jordan.
And then
This is for Hero. Yeah, that's what I freaking said. That's what I freaking said. It's gonna be Hero.
No.
He's gonna be a hero.
No.
I swear to God, guys, my boy will be named Hero. That's how freaking open-minded I am, by the way. Look at me. I'm an American. You're Chinese. Let's break all boundaries down. Let's name it a Japanese name.
Gravity room.
Yes.
1,200 yen.
Okay.
Hey, would you and SerpentZA do a round trip in
Hokkaido?
Let me know. I can sort you guys out. And Vivi, you can soak in the
Onsen
and eat delicious food.
Gravity room, you are making me way too happy right now. That sounds like a freaking fantastic idea. I would love to do that. Maybe you love Japan.
We went to Japan because Baby Liv was still too young. It's just so hard. Everything is just too hard. I would love to go again, but apparently I'm a preggo now, so it takes a long time.
Last time I heard, pregnancy only takes 9 months, Vivi, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
You don't bring an infant.
I know, you wouldn't bring it up. But if I was going to do Japan next, it would probably be without Vivi. Sorry, Vivi.
Okay.
Sorry. But thank you, Gravity Room. Absolutely take you up on that. Please don't let me forget that. Send me an email, laowinner6@gmail.com, because me and Winston will probably be up for that very soon.
Okay, Rupert. Much love from the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I'm just catching up here. Whoa! Thank you so much, Rupert. Really appreciate that. I bet that clap scared the shit out of you guys. 20 pounds. Much love from the United Kingdom. You know what? I want to go to the UK so bad, especially after I found out I was part British. When I found out through DNA that I was part British, I was very shocked because I had no idea. No one told me I was part British. And now I feel like I want to see my homeland. I gotta see Germany again. I've already been there. I'm mostly German, like 80% something. But I gotta see the UK, my UK boys in Ireland, because apparently I had no idea that I'm part Irish and UK. UK, like that's a race. Thank you, Rupert. Really appreciate that. Me and Vivi would love to see the UK. I want to ride a motorcycle through the UK, especially up to Scotland. That'd be freaking amazing. Thank you, Rupert. Awesome stuff.
Woco1, Australia $5. Hey, Similk and Vivi, loved your videos. How are the people in the rural areas in mainland China compared to the cities? Rating from Australia.
Thank you so much, Wako. Let's have Vivi take a question, please.
What?
Oh.
What? Ow! Did I? Huh? What?
Answer
You
the question.
answer the question.
No,
It's not me.
give me a second.
What? How are the people in the compared to the cities? I don't know how to say. You explain.
Let me direct your answer. So people in rural China, how do they differ from mainland Chinese people in the cities? Like, what if you were a foreigner, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're walking around rural China. I'm gonna drink some sweat, by the way, Picari sweat. How would a rural person in China deal with you differently than someone in the city? Talk to her or him. Rural people are friendlier, usually, especially to tourists. They'll want to talk to you.
What's wrong?
You're dropping my stream. Look at this, guys.
I know. Stop. You answer. Stop. Like, because you want to slack it off, you just put attention.
I actually don't want to slack off at all. Vivi just froze like a freaking someone put on the stage at prom when she wasn't supposed to be. If you're a foreigner in China and you're walking around in rural China, you're going to get a lot of attention, like a shit ton of attention. People are going to pay attention to you. They're going to want to ask where you're from, what you do, all this kind of stuff. Like curiosity will blow up. In the city, nobody's going to pay attention to you. Nobody will pay attention to you. Maybe some like people from the countryside that are visiting the city will want to take pictures with you and stuff.
Depends on what city, though.
Oh, so you decided to come in?
No, I'm not coming in. Come the little voice on your shoulder.
It depends on the city for sure, but like a big city for sure, it's different. People in rural China, I'm not talking about being a foreigner, like people in rural China, typically a lot less educated. Their perspective on the world will be a lot smaller. It's China and the rest of the world. Like Waiguo means like foreign countries. Everything is the same at that point. Their knowledge of other countries and like what you might want to talk about is going to be very, very limited. But they will typically be a lot more hospitable. I've had people offer to bring me into their homes to have meals and stuff. It's fantastic stuff. Vivi's laughing over here. She's monitoring the super chats. I don't even want to know what you're about to load at me. More hospitable, more friendly, more direct, a lot less educated, but overall good people in rural China. The city people have a lot going on, so they're probably not gonna give you too much attention. Thank you very much, Wako1. Kelvin Gerald, towards a new drone, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're making those tears dry up. I really appreciate that. Rob Robinson.
That's what I'm laughing.
Why? Read the question.
Here's an easy name. Rob Robinson. Question.
Is this a thing? Super chats for easy names? Like who can make maybe say the easier name?
How many chucks could a woodchuck could chuck wood?
You did it.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
You did it. You did it. How many chucks could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That's a classic tongue twister. Maybe I feel like Vivi passed the flying colors.
Even my own language, I'm worse than. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Ronaldo Norman. It's the same guy.
I know it's the same guy, but I can't pronounce. Come on, forgive
Let's guys
Forgive
sit
me.
down. We're having an ESL lesson today.
Oh my god.
Welcome to class, kids. Today we're gonna learn names. The same guy that's super chatted us multiple
I
times.
know.
Let's give him a decent amount of respect. Ronaldo Norman.
Ronaldo Norman.
There we go. We did it. High five. We did it. We got this.
Ronaldo.
You're leaving me hanging. This is super awkward.
Ah!
Ronaldo Norman.
Thank you for the honest answer. You guys rock.
No, you rock, Ronaldo. You're fantastic. Awesome stuff.
And
Yeah, he really put me on the spot there,
and
didn't he?
Matt.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god, tell me out. I can't pronounce the name.
I'm sorry, I'm behind.
Here. Matt.
Meta identity.
Meta identity. Ever heard made of
Chinesium.
Chinesium for cheap product?
Have you ever heard of that? Have you?
No.
No. Meta identity. Chinesium, we actually called pig iron in the shop. So we'd get Chinese motorcycles that people wanted to modify or whatever. And we'd be tightening a bolt and it would just shear off. We looked inside the bolt and it's made of this like hole filled horrendous. It's like literally it has the structural integrity of like pencil lead. And we called it pig iron, but now I think I should call it Chinesium for sure. And yes, I've heard of that for sure. Thank you very much.
Thomas Eddy, what language are spoken in Taiwan?
So Thomas, oh, you actually said it correctly this time. It's not Thomas. She just hit me. Thomas Eddy. So basically, Mandarin is spoken, especially up north in Taipei. That is the official language of Taiwan. So Mandarin, just like we speak Mandarin Chinese. But Taiwanese people also speak Taiwanese. In Chinese, that would actually be called Minnanhua. So the what's it called? Provinces of Fujian in Taiwan, the country actually speaks Minnanhua. So these languages are unrelated to Mandarin for the most part. Like can you understand Taiwanese?
Not really.
Not really. It's pretty different. Also, Chaoshan people and Chaozhou people, like of Guangdong
They share
province.
the same language. My grandpa used.
He spoke that.
Even my grandma can speak that.
Can she?
Yeah.
No way.
Actually, you know what? Even you.
So dumb. But she speaks like a billion languages.
She speaks a lot of language, but scary thing is she can in one sentence you can put six different languages.
Her grandma has like a fascinating story because she was like around different areas of China during the communist rule. So like she learned so many languages because of the people she was put with, and that was before Mandarin was really standardized. So like she had to learn a ton of languages to communicate with people. Pretty funny stuff. Thomas, so to quickly answer your question, it's Mandarin and Taiwanese. Also, there's some Hakka people, so Hakka or Kejia. And then there's also the native languages of the Aboriginals that live here, which are not Chinese at all. Thank you.
Which I have how many percent? 5%?
Vivi's actually 5% Aboriginal Taiwanese. If you haven't seen that video, you got to check that out. That blew our freaking mind. Rupert with another 20 pounds.
Question.
Rupert, thank you.
Thank
You're
you
the
so
freaking
much.
man, dude.
And then Wilhelm.
Thank you, man. Really appreciate that.
For the little one's toy train flight, Gravity Room would like you to repeat your email address.
Oh, okay, thank you. You guys are freaking awesome. Look at this little community we made. Seriously. Laowinners86, so my channel name at gmail.com. So if you go there, you can send me messages there. It's fine. Thank you so much, Wilhelm, and thank you for helping out Gravity Room. That's freaking cool of you.
Jennifer Robinson. Yeah, I can pronounce that.
She did it!
Enjoy your videos. Thanks for making them.
Thank you, Jennifer. Give her a thanks.
Thank you.
We actually, weirdly enough, didn't have a huge female following on Laowinners until we started making more videos with, including Vivi. You remember in the beginning of the channel, people thought that we hated each other. Just because it was like the shtick that we had, that Vivi was like really scary and mean.
Who Who the heck?
I think you were just scary and mean, and then people couldn't deal with it, and then I kind of softened you up and like made you more accessible.
I mean, like you always like 24 hours, no matter what I'm doing, you just like put the camera right in front of my face, like this close. I really just
This close?
Yeah, who like that? Every single time you take a picture of me, the camera is right here.
It's I love you so much. I want to remember you forever. I want to keep you with me at all
Like
times.
zoom in like 1,000 times.
I watched this Indian movie on the plane, by the way, and this guy, Vivi, freaking hates that I love Bollywood movies. I think I watched 5 in a row. I freaking love Indian movies. And this guy, in order to prove his love, like kept sneaking and stalking on this girl and like taking video and pictures of her when she wasn't looking. I was like, that would totally be unacceptable on the West, but it was like really sweet, apparently. Anyway.
Okay.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Great. Grady.
Whoa, Grady Gillis or Gillis.
Gillis.
Dronio.
Rest in peace, Joni. I'll put this in the
Thank you.
replacement
Guys,
button.
I love the fact that you guys are honestly, this sounds so stupid, but I freaking cried. And you've never cared about Dronio.
It was pretty upsetting though.
Can you tell them how you felt? Because it was horrifying to watch.
It's like because me with the drone, it's like I have nothing to do with that drone. Usually it's like you filming a lot of things. But the problem is by the time you let it fly up to the sky, and then I keep seeing the the words is like coming back.
Coming home,
and then they have that weird like beep 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 beep, and then you're seeing the GPS like just keep trying to come back, and then the wind blow out and coming back, wind blow out, and then you see looking at the footage, you just like the battery die down. You literally feels like your pet or your kids, you're just like, oh, don't cry. And just like, and the most devastating thing is like you have to see the last moment. I really don't want to see it. Like I keep trying to encourage him because at that time I have a rainbow and it's double rainbow. It's like, tell me I'm not, I am like, I try to give him some faith. It was like, it will come back. But I know the fact that it's not coming back. It's like 1% is still on like so far away. So yeah, I just like too devastated. I feel really sad. Even I'm not really related with that drone, but you know, you see in the last scene is like the water, just like the cameras drop in the water. That was just like, oh.
Sorry. It sounds so stupid. It's just a freaking drone. It doesn't have feelings, but
yeah, but
it's
like,
the way that it dies.
Yeah.
It's the way that it goes out. Me and Vivi were.
It's like if you try, if something is
trying so hard to come back.
Let's not bore other people.
I know, this is so stupid.
Okay.
We lost like 100 people talking about that. I'm not even joking.
Okay, J2, please don't read this.
You just read it! Vivi, I was avoiding that! Son of a... You think he's gonna give us super chats now? Anyway, I wanted to say, Grady, the fact that you've made this like a Dronio fund is probably the best thing that we could do to represent Dronio. Like every donation that goes from anyone that puts Dronio in this is going straight back into buying another Dronio. Dronio needs a new life. Thank you so much. And thank you, JTube, even though Vivi wasn't supposed to read your comment. Really appreciate the super chat.
You guys trolling me.
Now they're never going to come back now. Okay. Continue.
You read the name. I'm so embarrassed now.
Michael Serda.
Really, Sarah?
I don't know. I think so. I'm sorry. I don't actually.
I'm done. Thank you so much, but you didn't have the question. So.
Oh, he came back.
Oh.
Get on your phone. Come on.
Sorry. You pointed at me. You misguided me.
You have one job.
Okay. Rupert.
Oh, sorry. Rupert.
10
Euro.
euro. But
Oh, sorry, 10
didn't-
pounds.
10 pounds. But didn't say anything yet.
Rupert, if you have a question, I'll have Vivi keep an eye out. She's not great at that. So thank you so much, Rupert. I really appreciate that. Michael Serta, Drone Life. Drone Life. The thing is, like, oh my gosh. A lot of people ask me about drone advice, like what drone to buy. I'm going to drop. We've got to stop talking about the drone. I'm so upset right now. It just happened. Vivi's pushing me away. It just happened. Like, I'm sorry, we're still a bit. I literally opened up this stream where I'm going to talk about Taiwan versus mainland China, and the first thing I talked about was a freaking drone. That's how upset I am. Like, I'm not super happy about this. I feel like I need to open the new beer. Next, we have the Stone IPA. Can you guys tell me in the chat, is this bad? Is this a bad
a
beer?
lot of people actually recommend this though.
Oh, is that what you bought it for me?
No, I don't know. Stone is amazing.
Oh, okay. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Deborah, MCL, Drone Life, and I do enjoy the interaction between the two. High five. Thank you so much, Deborah. That's freaking awesome. And if people don't enjoy the interaction between us, then I feel sad, because you guys should understand that most of what we do is for fun and a joke, and we love each other very, very much. Am I right?
Yes.
I thought you were going to come in and kiss me, but you didn't. Okay, never mind. It's not a reality show.
Don't guilt trip me.
Michael Serta, drone support. Oh my gosh, is this going to be a thing? Frick. Drone support. Is this going to be hashtag Dronio? Are we going to make a hashtag movement? Hashtag Dronio? Bring Dronio back? Thank you so much, Michael. Seriously, we got to bring Dronio back, because Vivi almost murdered me when I did that. Can you come here? I want to ask you something real quick. No, I have to ask you something. Come here.
Putting me on the thing.
Were you sad that Dronio died because we have to buy a new one? Because I know it's a big deal. We got to buy a new one. Were you sad because of the financial investment?
No, it's not because of that.
Thank you.
I'm not that stingy.
Thank you. Okay. I'm sorry. I was really worried that we weren't on this. I'm getting pumped up about this Dronio support. Dronio. Next,
Okay.
Rupert, thank you so much. Dronio fun. Thank you, Rupert. Freaking amazing. What? Am I buffering?
Yeah.
I'm buffering. You sure?
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, we were buffering for a sec. Rupert, thank you so much. Dronio support. Chill bro swaggins. That's awesome. Is that like Bilbo swaggins?
What did Billy say during the genetic video when you leave out?
I'll put that on you.
I don't remember. What did I say?
Well, you said that you wanted to be something. I'll let you answer that.
I don't remember.
Actually, I want you to actually answer that. Okay, I'll be honest. She said that she wanted to be pure. What she meant by that was not that other races weren't pure. She didn't want to be mixed, because her whole life. Explain.
It's just your whole life you've been telling like your Han. So all of a sudden you're just like this and that and mix everything.
It's not
together.
that you thought other races are bad. It's just that no one told you that.
No one told you. It's just like, for example, for the whole life your parents tell you you're a girl, all of a sudden you find out you're a boy. That's just weird.
True.
Like just shocked. At least like give me a little bit of Han or most of the Han, but instead come out like none of the Han.
None of the Han.
Han Solo.
None of the horn. Remember my phone?
Yeah.
If someone super chats, I'll tell the story of my phone, why it calls me none of the horn. Okay, go ahead.
Don't hold who? Hashtag Dronio.
The Dronio movement has begun. Dronio. Michael, drone support. Give us a high five. This is making me like I'm honestly, I cried. I literally had to pull the camera away because I cried on stream. I can't stop crying about the drone.
He's such a sentimental dude.
I'm actually usually not, but Dronio is like a part of the
Usually
family.
Not. How many times you cry that I don't?
Dronio.
Anyway.
We're talking about Dronio. Thank you guys. Seriously, hashtag Dronio.
Rupert.
You know what?
Awesome.
Let's get an Instagram movement going. Okay, Instagram. Laowinners on Instagram right now. Seriously, I post all the time. I don't really care if you follow me on Instagram. It's not that big of a deal. But to get a Dronio movement going on, hashtag Dronio, Instagram and Twitter, I'm going to post right now. I'm going to post a hashtag Dronio. We're doing it right now. Why do you look so not like you care?
Hashtag. What? Huh? I don't.
Right now, we're hashtag Dronio. I'm taking a picture of this.
That's a thing now.
This is now a thing. The hashtag Dronio movement. I'm going on Instagram right now. I'm posting hashtag Dronio for support.
Okay, I gotta announce. Rupert keep giving you donation, and then you gotta not let him hanging.
I'm not letting anyone hang. I'm gonna go
But
through
Rupert
everything.
never
Don't worry.
say anything though.
Rupert said drone support. I know
No,
he didn't. But you know what he's doing? He made everything that Rupert donates is going to drone support, hashtag Dronio.
Everything is honey lacking.
Here we go. Hold on. Hashtag Dronio. Hashtag Dronio is going up right now on Instagram. And it's about to be released. You guys, if you want to make posts on Instagram, hashtag Dronio, get the awareness out. We lost a brother today. There we go.
Okay.
She's live.
Christy Andress.
Yes. Next.
I'm a Chinese who have been living UK for 15 years. Really enjoy watching you and SerpentZA's video. Bad or good? Frustration or satisfaction? Well done and keep going.
I'm catching up with this so I can make sure.
I didn't skip any. I'm doing my job.
Chrissy, thank you so much. Christy, you don't understand this. Maybe a lot of people don't understand this, but when Chinese people say that they support me, it's like soothing lotion on a burn. Because I get so much Wu Mao bullshit from people that like, it makes me question what I'm doing is the right thing or not. So I really appreciate you saying that. We appreciate that, me and SerpentZA for sure. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Everything we do is just our perception of things. So I appreciate you not being biased in what your perception of what we do. Thank you so much, Christy.
Okay.
Dronio 2.
I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Amaury Jacquot. I think that's French. Dronio 2, the return. Dronio 2, the return. Dronio. He's coming back. It was a boy. I apologize. Devin. Drone support. Dronio. Hashtag Dronio. The movement. Yes. Devin, thank you. Really appreciate it.
I need to pronounce that again.
Ronaldo Norman. I taught you this in the last class. I'm a terrible teacher.
I got a dream about your name.
Ronaldo, your super chats have gotten my wife's dreams. You bought my wife's dreams. You could do
a video about China's self-driving car.
I could do that. I've heard they've had issues. So I might not go in the car, but I might be able to do a video about it for sure. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I always write these down and put it in my notes.
Hansen Wang.
Old subscriber.
If you can only have one car for the rest of your life, what would it be? MX-5 and a hot hatch, or a 7-seater minivan with CVT transmission?
You know me too bad. Too well, I should say. Hansen Wang. So I have to pick between these. MX-5, a hot hatch, or a 7-seater minivan with CVT transmission. Definitely not the minivan. I would find a way to put 2 children into an MX-5 over that. A hot hatch, I feel like I have a weird predisposition to like hot hatches. I really do like them. But I've never owned one. I don't know why. An MX-5, the new MX-5s look so good. I saw one today and Vivi was like, 他说没有什么感觉，是不是？
I don't really have feeling.
I like them. I think I'd probably have a new MX5. They're pretty cool. Thank you for the question, man.
Han, we call him Han. Oh, Han. I thought
I didn't
you got
call him
Han.
freaking Hun.
Sorry. Rob Robinson. Hashtag
Dronio, hashtag Dronio. Thank you, Rob Robinson. You the man, boy. You the man.
Okay, Derek Doniho.
Kind of sounds like Dronio.
How much of this does YouTube take and how much do you get?
Super chats, I'm not sure. I think I get most of it, though. I'm pretty sure I get most of it. With ads, they take like 40 to 50%, I think, if not more. But these are not ads. These are straight to me. So hopefully I think this is a better profit sharing mark. Definitely make a lot more on streams than we do through super chats than we do on ads. That's for sure. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Silent.
To make Dronio live again and slap Prozzy for me. I promise you I will slap Prozzy next time I see him. Well, actually, Vivi will do that. Will you take that honor?
I can do it very well.
She says sometimes her hand gets itchy. And what that means is that she really wants to slap someone. Is your hand itchy right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If Prize is here.
Okay. Well, he's not. So please don't itch your hand for me.
Walter Folek.
Oh, sorry.
Hashtag Dronio.
Dronio, come to the UK. You know what? Now, if Dronio comes back, if we end up pulling this off and we raise enough money for Dronio, got to bring him to the UK. Fly him over the UK.
Tom
Thank you so much, Walter.
Hashtag slap Prozzy.
Tom, while I appreciate your donation, hashtag slap Prozzy is not the donation fund we have going right now. It's hashtag Dronio. Hashtag slap Prozzy will only end in tears. And his tears. But thank you very much, Tom. Really appreciate
You know what? I don't really like to slap Prozzy because like that's just mean. But the thing is like me and his girlfriend make agreement. The girl's shaver, those like pull skin out one. That's his.
To pull the hair out.
I love to turn that thing on.
When I hear that, he goes ape shit. He actually loses his mind.
He scream like a little girl.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Tom, thank you, Tom.
Okay, Michelle Puka. For the next drone, can we have an initiation ceremony when you get a new drone and pass the spirit from the lost stuff?
Yes, I love it. I love it. At this point, like Vivi actually warned me. She's like, "Don't make like a funeral video for the drone because like, who's gonna watch that?" But I have to. It's Dronio, and all I have left from Dronio is his controller. This spirit still lives on. He still has cached memory in here. There will be an initiation ceremony for the next Dronio, for sure. Dronio. Thank you so much, Michelle. This is gonna happen.
Derek Donho.
Yes.
Hashtag slap.
Well, why did Slap Prozzy move? Can we put the Slap Prozzy movement into the Dronio fund?
Rob Robinson's hashtag slap Prozzy.
Can we put the Slap Prozzy money into the Dronio fund? Deal. Every Slap Prozzy fund will go into the Dronio fund, guys. Just letting you know. I'm sorry. We may Slap Prozzy, but the Dronio fund is more important right now.
So Trixin01.
Oh, sorry, I'm behind.
When you argue English or
Mandarin or both. That's a really funny question, Trixin. So, if we are in a Chinese-speaking country, we'll definitely argue with each other in English. If we're in an English-speaking country,
depends on the level, though.
Right, depends.
If I'm wicked pissed, definitely in English.
Yeah, like Vivi loves to use English, the colorful palette of the English language. It's much more hurtful than the Chinese. I have to say this. English is a lot more hurtful than Chinese.
Because to you.
No, and there's a lot more ridiculous, hurtful things you can say. I've heard you make the most ridiculous insults. Whereas in Chinese, you can insult someone, but it's more repetition of the same things. You can use a paintbrush of swear words to just rip my soul apart in English, because you can. I've heard you make some of the most ridiculous statements in English, and it hurts a lot. However, in general, if we're arguing, if I'm in an English-speaking country, we will bust out in Mandarin. And Vivi, if she wants me to feel bad if we're around people, she'll switch to English just so I can be publicly shamed. Is that true? We'll argue for like 5 minutes in Mandarin, and then you'll bust out some English so everyone around us knows what's going on. I always try to revert to Chinese so that people don't know what we're saying. We usually don't argue though, right? Yeah. We love each other. He's trying to drive us apart.
Yeah, I mean, argue it just like
I feel so sad.
what debating and stuff.
Trixie, you know what the real devastation is right now? Is not our relationship. We love each other very much, but Dronio is dead. Hashtag Dronio.
Okay. Mustafa.
Killinich.
Are you guys in Taiwan? And I love my Andy
Miata. So I drove a Miata once, and it's weird. Like I grew up not liking the car just because like it was like the midlife crisis mobile in my neighborhood where I grew up. When I drove one, I was like, this isn't fast, but this is fantastic. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it changed my perception about what I need in a car. So I totally get it. Totally get it. Thank you so much. And yes, we're in Taiwan.
Okay, be here for my name is Delcio. Hashtag
Dronio.
When is your next New York City meetup?
When we're back, we'll let you know. We're going to be in Asia for a very long time. So we're going to be filming for a while, visiting people and doing all kinds of stuff. So when we're back, I'll let you know. Remember, if you send me an email, actually the best way to get a hold of me is facebook.com/Laowinners. I usually answer my PMs there. So if you contact me there, I'll give you a date if you want to show up.
Rob Robinson.
Hashtag
slap Prezi for the hashtag Romeo. What?
See, this is what I like to see. Now we're getting donations to slap Prezi for hashtag Dronio. That is exactly what I want to see. So every slap, guys, every hashtag slap Prezi will go to a slap for Prezi right in the face. Are we gonna slap his face? Do a face? Let's do face. Slap his face. We'll go straight. The proceeds will go straight to Dronio for sure. I'm gonna tally this up after this live stream. By the way, this has been totally hijacked from Taiwan versus Mainland China to hashtag slap Prezi Dronio fund. It's the only charity in the world where you can slap someone when the money goes to a charity, because we need the drone for the channel, for the footage, for you guys.
Okay.
This is beautiful.
Then Driz, I still trying to learn that. Will it be Tokyo meetup in Vision?
We would have done a Tokyo meetup before.
I love that.
We would have done it before. We didn't know we had fans in Tokyo until they recognized us on the street in Tokyo. We were like, whoa, we're in Japan and we're getting recognized. We're like, holy shit, this is crazy. We had no idea we had so many fans in Tokyo. So absolutely there would be a Tokyo meetup next time we're there. Probably with me and Winston first, though. Thank you.
Thomas M. slap Prezi for naming hero.
Prezi actually is very against naming my future son hero. So I will slap Prezi to name my son hero, apparently.
No.
Maybe he doesn't want me to name my son hero. Thank you very much, Thomas.
Okay, Brian
Baker.
Chinese test. If Simo read this with correct tone. 2 times bonus. Oh.
Why you give me a Chinese test? What am I in school? 我是美国人。What? 会说中文。我现在广州。我喜欢骑摩托车。我很喜欢喝啤酒。我的什么 What's this character here? 我的妻子怀孕了，我很有名。Hold on right here. It's auto sending me down to the bottom of the chat here. I have to get back.
Don't point it to me. Like, I'm not the.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. 我想搬家到日本，谢谢大家。Love Winston, but needs tones. Thank you, Brian Baker. Appreciate the quick test. Sorry, it pushes all the chats down at the bottom. Next, Trixon01. Would you come to Sydney? If so, a fan meetup. Oh, we talked about it in the beginning. We're definitely going to go to Australia. Absolutely going to happen for sure. I think that's priority for us for sure. Do you want to go to Australia?
Yeah. Mustafa
Kilinich.
How did you get my last name right?
I feel like it's the potential Eastern European in me, Mustafa Kilinich, because.
For real? That's correct?
Yeah. Well, I got it right. You didn't get it right. I feel like it's like in my blood or something. Apparently, I'm quite a bit Eastern German, so that's the thing. So maybe that's there from Danzig. Anyway, thank you very much.
Hansen Wang.
Miata fun. I'm saving up to get one too. That's awesome, dude. So I guess I answered correctly. Let's all get a Miata fund going after Dronio is taken care of because that's kind of more important right now.
Chilling bro swaggins.
Chill bro swaggins.
Hashtag don't slap Prezi.
Don't slap Prezi.
Whichever one gets the most donation decides if he gets slapped or not.
Okay, but I'm gonna say this, chill bro swaggins. All the money from tonight, from either hashtag Dronio, hashtag slap Prezi, hashtag don't slap Prezi, are all gonna go to Dronio. But the hashtag don't slap Prezi / slap Prezi movement may decide whether he gets slapped or not for sure. But all proceeds are going to Dronio, that's for sure, because you guys need drone footage in the videos. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that.
MSP2505.
Hey, he's back. You know what sucks about making friends with your subscribers? They always ask you shit like this. He's a good buddy of mine, and now he thinks he can ask us this. Well, you can, because that's the BDS Super Chat. So, MSP2505 Matisse.
It's loading.
It's buffering right now.
Okay. It's fine.
I'm going to take a pee break while you tell them what you hate about me. And if I seriously have to remove this video and not make it live, then I'll be very angry. Be right back. I'm not going to listen to what you have
What
to
do
say.
I hate about you the most, huh?
Don't be too honest.
I just don't like how messy you are. That's it. That's all I hate about you. What else? Should I still think more? It's hard. Everything pile up with the how I hate because, for example, he were just like, if I work for 5 days and come back home, my house literally just looked like somebody robbed in there and then like put a lot of like germ bomb in there. So all the mold and cockroach and even mouse who would go into my house, just disgusting. So that's something I hate. He's really messy, but I think to me that's the worst. And rest of them, I think he's literally perfect.
You have to lie.
I'm not lying.
Well, it's not a reality show.
That's not a reality show. That's how much I love you. I won't backstab you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for being nice. Appreciate that. What do I hate most about Vivi?
Should I hide?
No. There's not a whole lot I hate about you. I love you so much. But if I was to pick one thing, let me think. Let me rack my brain here. I would say that I don't like the fact. I'm gonna be careful
Should
here.
I pluck my ear?
No. I don't like. What do I not like about you? I love you so much. You're my wife.
I can hear.
You're my wife. I don't like that you. You make a massive deal out of very small things sometimes. And I think that's just being a woman in general. Like, that's just, I feel like it's not your fault because it's not necessarily a bad thing. It actually helps people sort things out. But like, if we book a hotel or something, you will sit there for like an hour. I'm like, can we just book the hotel? And you're like, hold on, I gotta make sure. I don't know. Can you just check this? I don't know about this one or this one or this one. And you ask me these questions over and over again when I've clearly said that I don't care.
Well, first of all, you need to make sure the location. Second
No, I get
of all,
that.
Different website is different price. Doing this.
Oh, and I want to save money for sure.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you help us save money for sure because I hate frivolously spending money. I don't like doing that. But sometimes.
Okay, guys, I need to tell you guys, he should be so grateful about marrying me. A lot of girls getting his credit card, like getting the guy's credit card, just buying expensive stuff. I'm the one just like saving everything for him, and then he was like, just spend the money. We're not poor. That's just not how it works. I mean, like, do you want me to just?
I don't want you to waste money, but when I say we're not poor, when I say we're not poor, my point is I just want you to understand that saving 50 cents over signing up for certain deals or something and ask me questions for an hour is not necessarily worth the 50
like
cents.
That. I'm not that petty. But the thing is, like, you just never care about money to the point that, like, okay, it's become an argument now.
So. We'll have this outside.
We're gonna settle it tonight.
If it was up to Vivi, the next dronio would be a parrot drum. That's my point.
Anyway, next one.
Thank you, Matisse, for ruining our
you
relationship.
Get that worth it now.
Son of a bitch.
Cham Mike. Vivi teach him how to get lots of subscribers. Yeah, sure. I'm a big deal. You're just a small potato.
You're a pro. I definitely don't edit and manage your channel, that's for sure. I've never touched it.
Yep. Thank you for
Thank you,
super
though.
chat,
Thank
though.
you. I appreciate that
Rob
so much.
Robinson for chill bro baggings.
Oh, he counter donated.
Hashtag
Slap Prozzy for Dronio.
Hashtag Dronio.
I love that Slap Prozzy's become like a pro Dronio fund. Prozzy's gonna be so upset right now. He's watching right now.
I'm sure he's too busy.
His face is getting itchy like your hand. But he knows it's for Dronio, so he's gonna support it, right? Everyone should support the kid.
Wang De Wei. And then if
Whoa,
the
sorry.
salary is higher in China than Taiwan, is it better to move to China or Taiwan?
Wang De Wei, thank you very
I've been
much.
in Japan 13 years, but I'm interested in living in a Chinese-speaking country. Hashtag Dronio. Hashtag Dronio 无人机看拍.
Thank you so much. This beer is actually quite good, by the way. Is the salary higher in China than Taiwan? Is it better to move to China than Taiwan? For the most part, the salary in China for random jobs will be higher just because of the opportunity and money being thrown around. And like Taiwan's got such a, not a high demand. It's got too many people trying to come to Taiwan to do like jobs and stuff. So like the ESL salary when I moved to Taiwan in the beginning is actually lower now than it was when I moved here before. I would still say, I don't want to keep answering this question, but I would still say it's more, if you wanted adventure, go to China. But if you wanted like, I'm trying so hard not to be a dick about this, but if you want to have like a nice interaction with normal people, definitely Taiwan would be worth the pay cut for sure. What would you say? What would you say? What would you say? I'm just a Laowai. I'm just a Laowai.
Depends on the age and depends on your personality though. If you want adventure, you want to see more, and then you're really easy to get bored with a little teeny tiny thing, and then you don't care about the manners and you don't care, you're savage, and then China, mainland China, that will be.
If you're a savage, go to mainland China for sure.
Like your personality is like not easily to get offended, and then go to mainland China. But if you're like a really careful person, you prefer like a, like have people like have a really nice conversation with actually want to make friends and stuff, and you need the society being really nice and secure and stuff. But meanwhile you want Chinese culture, you want all those things, and then probably Taiwan is the best bet.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Okay, Rams.
Thank you, by the way.
Silent. When I started the slap pricing movement, I said it was to make
Yes!
Dronio
Yes.
live again.
High five. That's freaking amazing. Make Dronio live again. That's fantastic. Slap Rozzy movement's always been about Dronio, and thank you for making that a fact. Really appreciate it.
Adam William is not Eastern German,
It's
is
Prussian.
Prussian.
I am too. I've had multiple people tell me about that as well. Yes. I'm gonna have to look more into that because actually I'm really curious about my background. I think it was like 19% Prussian or something. So thank you for reminding me of that.
Rob
you, Adam.
Robinson, Vivi deserve a smooch.
You deserve a smooch.
That's smooch.
Give me a smooch.
Oh, kiss?
Yeah.
Hey, I deserve a smooch, not
Okay.
why I'm giving you a kiss.
There you go. Thank you, Adam, for making me kiss my wife.
Sorry,
Rob Robinson for making me kiss my wife. Sorry about that.
Doro
Elliot with 2 pounds. Thank you.
Go to London. It's the best city. Hashtag don't slap.
Well, we're at Don't Slap Pros, but all
You
funds
gotta
go
fan.
to the Dronio movement. Just letting you guys know. Seriously, make Dronio live again. Doral Elliott, thank you very much. We will go to London for sure. Go to the UK. That's absolutely on the top 5 for sure.
Mr. King Kitty.
Oh man, sorry. I'm
As
behind.
an American who speaks. It's loading right now.
Tell us when we're back. Apparently we're buffering. We're back?
We're buffering right now.
Apparently we're buffering. Sorry, you guys. Okay. We're back. Mr. King Kitty, thank you so much. Thank you so much. As an American who speaks no Mandarin, should I hold off visiting Taiwan or China? You totally fine in Taiwan.
I mean, like, yeah, if you can't speak Mandarin, people speak English here. So don't you worry about a thing.
Not in Taiwan. You're fine. Pretty much everyone you're going to interact with speaks enough English to get by in Taiwan. In China, however, you're going to meet pretty much no one that speaks English. You'd be lucky to meet people that speak English unless they're like students or something.
That will actually make you, like, if you're trying to go to China without speaking Mandarin,
A little bit of Mandarin.
you will just like being forced to
very
get
stressful.
back to like the little circle that relies on the foreign expat, but that's not necessarily the bad thing if you want to experience the culture, because like they just like.
I'll give you an example. Like when I went through Vietnam on 1968, like Minsk Russian motorcycle war era type thing, I had a hard time. Like people were super nice and helpful and everything, but like I wasn't able to interact with anyone because I didn't speak any Vietnamese. No one spoke English, so I had a good time. It was a super fun trip, but like it was like very face value. It was like looking at a magazine of pictures, basically, because like I couldn't actually talk to anyone about their stories until I met a guy in the DMZ that actually fought for the Americans in the Vietnam War, which is crazy. But we really treasured that experience because of that. When I learned to speak Chinese, China became so much more interesting to me. Oh my God, like people had so much to say, and I learned so much because of that. So go to Taiwan without Chinese, you're gonna be totally fine. Like you'll be able to talk to people every day. It's totally fine. China, I would definitely recommend. You don't have to, but I would recommend learning like some semblance of Chinese if you're gonna go there, because you'll have a much better time. Like a lot of people have a lot of things to say. Thank you very much, Mr. King Kitty.
Deborah MCL. How do I pronounce that?
Deborah MCL.
Should have stopped at nothing. I love you, dear. You're doing all the wrong thing.
Why do men always get shit on for this? I feel like I'm a very sweet husband.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Thank you, Deborah.
The name of beer.
In the name of beer, I feel like they deserve a cheers. You didn't ask a question, but I will give you, in the name of beer, a cheers. Oops. Of Stone IPA. Cheers. Hopefully it's drinking time in the country that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Wang the way. Sounds the market is oversaturated in Taiwan like in Japan. Hashtag drone hello from Yokohama by the
Yokohama represent Dronio. Hashtag we're not going to forget about this, guys. I'm going to push this till the stream's over. Hashtag Dronio still a movement. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I posted on Instagram. Hashtag Dronio. This was not a planned thing, by the way. This has become a relief effort for bringing back Dronio. I cannot wait to see if he's resurrected through super chats tonight. This is really fascinating to me. I feel like all the dragonflies on our wall right now represent Dronio, and they've all come out. This wall was blue before I started the stream. I swear to God. Right now, the dragonflies came out in numbers to represent Dronio and bring the hashtag Dronio support out. So thank you so much. What was I going to say? Yes, the market's not necessarily oversaturated in Taiwan. It's just that if you go for the main companies, those attract the kind of people that want a all-inclusive package, right? If you're on the ground here in Taiwan, I still know people in Taiwan that make really good money being entrepreneurs. If you speak Chinese, especially, going out there and do private one-to-one lessons and stuff, and university teaching and all that kind of stuff. So definitely it's not oversaturated. There's definitely room for English teachers here, but the big companies that are going to take care of you and sort out your apartment, all that kind of stuff like you might get in Japan or in China, probably oversaturated.
Okay. Any Lermer.
Love both of you.
Both.
I just translated a heart for you.
Your vids helped me get through college.
Thank you so much, Annie. I hope you didn't have such a hard time in college. Seriously, I had some issues in your university, especially in my first year. So I really appreciate hearing that. That's awesome, Annie. Awesome stuff.
Bell.
Thank you.
Make Romeo must die. Romeo must die as
inspiration. Thank you, Randall. That is true. Hashtag Dronio. Make Dronio live again. This is making me so happy. I was having such a bad. Tell them what a bad day I was having.
Yeah, you were just you want to hide back to the hotel, not doing anything because you're saying every decision you make probably make us kill the stuff. Prazi's calling.
Prazi's calling.
Did I pick up?
All right.
It's a voice call.
All right, let's hear Prazi. Prazi is apparently upset at the Slight Prazi movement.
Hello?
I just got a whole bunch of messages about me getting slapped.
You're on the stream right now. Tell them about getting slapped.
I don't want to get slapped. I don't know. I didn't see that. I didn't even know you were streaming. And then I got all these messages, and I was like, wait, what? I joined your stream, and you're getting so much money to get slapped. So I was like, what the hell?
Well, do you know why, Prazi? You're on stream right now, just letting you know so you don't say anything bad.
Yeah, no, I know.
So hashtag Dronio has become a movement. So people are trying to make Dronio come alive again. You know Dronio. You've been around him. You flew him. So Dronio has died, and people are trying to bring him back with super chats. But someone hijacked this movement by making it slap Prazi for Dronio. So now every slap goes to Dronio. But no, Prazi, I want you to feel better about this because there is a very significant counter movement called hashtag Don't Slap Prazi. but also the
good.
proceeds go towards Dronio. So we're gonna tally it up basically at the end, see who wins.
I got you. I was so concerned. I was like, does he want to fight me or something? What's going on? Like,
I'm not gonna
just
slap
all
you.
this up?
If anyone slaps you, it's gonna be a woman for sure. I'm not gonna slap
Well,
my buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And
gonna
I'll
be
let you get back
me.
to your live stream so you don't miss all these super chats you're getting.
Well, I really appreciate you kind of dialing in because, like, I hope the hashtag Don't Slap Prozzy movement kind of takes over because we've created a rift,
Yeah.
we've created a war. But I hope Dronio comes alive because of this. So I appreciate you calling in and I'm assuming you support the hashtag Dronio movement.
I do, but you have to understand, like, I filmed with you all day in the hot sun, and my face is red as a tomato and hurts so bad. If Vivi or you slap me in the face right now, I'd probably cry.
I don't know if you've seen the stream, but I'm kind of in the same boat right now.
Yeah. Anyways, get back to it. You're getting all these super chats.
Okay, thank you, man. Hashtag
All
Don't
right.
Slap Prozzy.
Hashtag Don't Slap Prozzy. I'll catch you later.
Nice little interruption there. Randall Bell, make Dronio. Oh, we already read that. Ronaldo Normand. I kind of wanted you to read that again. Who are your idols? That's actually a really awesome question, Vivi.
I'm really super
No,
chat.
get in here.
What?
Who are your idols?
What? You.
I'm your American Idol.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Like for real though, who's your idols? I really want to vape right now, and I feel like I would like make everyone so sad. Like I would lose if I just dropped. Like I'm not even joking. Like I dropped viewers from 400 to under 400, so I'm not gonna vape now. I feel really bad. Oh, I just went over 400. Can I vape, guys? Like for real?
Why?
Oh, I just went under. It's
See,
really,
the second you mention about it, they just
I know. I'm so sad.
Drop the mic out of here.
Okay, I'm not gonna vape. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel really sad that I even brought that up. Who's your idol, Vivi? For real?
So upset. A lot of people keep saying like didn't wear makeup. Is that like what happened?
Are you reading non-super chats?
No, just like
Vivi, I will literally kill this stream
don't.
if you're reading non-super chats right now, because
I'm
we have people that
looking for
support the
viewers.
Dronio movement right now. Hashtag Dronio. We're over
Oh my
400. That means I can vape.
Okay. Uh-oh. Stop again.
It's okay. Just read it.
Okay. Is coffee better in China than USA?
No, absolutely not, for sure. I've heard Winston mention this before. What he means is he's talking about like gas station coffee, like instant coffee, basically like drip coffee in the gas stations. If you go to like a really good boutique coffee shop, for sure in America, it's the best coffee you'll ever have. But the average coffee shop in China will be better coffee than in America. So I will say on average, yes. Taiwan has been nothing but a coffee drain. Coffee has been fan-frickin-tastic. You don't drink coffee. You would like die and cry and stuff.
I can't drink.
Oh, I dropped below 400, so that means I can't vape now. That sucks.
Christy Andress.
Oh, sorry, Ronaldo. We ignored him. Who are your idols? Who's your
I
idol?
don't have idol.
You
I
have
really
to have
don't.
an idol. Come on.
I don't have an idol.
Kim Jong-un.
Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao is her idol.
Chairman Xi.
Honestly, my idol, I hate to say this, was Anthony Bourdain. Rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain, but like, what a massive inspiration to what I do now. I will never even come near the genius that he had on camera. But my Lord, did I soak in his information and just like his approach to things. Like, I never want to say that I'm trying to emulate him or whatever, but like, what a freaking inspiration as a youngster to watch him travel the world and like be open-minded about different areas and movements and people. Huge freaking inspiration to me, for sure. Seriously, that would be my idol. Chairman Mao for her, for sure. Next.
Christy Andress. Have you thought about moving to Hong Kong?
Kirsty Andress. Yes, we have. Number one, Hong Kong is freaking expensive. I'm sorry, you guys might not believe this, but we are not rich. Hong Kong is prohibitively expensive. Like, I'll give you a little. Vivi's yawning. You just killed the stream. You just killed the stream. You just killed the stream.
I didn't.
Watch it dip. It just dipped below 400. You just killed the stream with a yawn.
No, I didn't. Stop.
Kirsty, to answer your question, I'm just waiting to be able to vape because it's over 400 you can vape. I just made this rule. Like hashtag Dronio, it's become a thing. Kirsty, we have thought about this. It's incredibly expensive. Did you just yawn again?
No.
You just yawned again. Kirsty, you're killing us. I appreciate your support, but you're murdering my wife. She doesn't want to be here anymore.
No, stop.
Come on, get into this.
Stop.
Kirsty, yes, it's very expensive. We've thought about this. It's 402, I can vape.
Oh my gosh.
This isn't freaking troll too. Next. Tom Shipman. Slap Prazi for we're putting this in the tally. I'm literally gonna make an Excel sheet. Slap Prazi for Dronio. Hashtag Dronio fun. Thank you very much, Tom. This is really a thing.
In the name of beer. Cheers. Oh.
Cheers to you. In the name of beer, cheers to you. Keep up the great vids. Thank you. In the name of beer. If you have a beer out there, cheers right now. It's your last chance. I think I only have 2 sips left in this. Good recommendation, guys. That's actually a really good beer. Next.
Jennifer Robinson. Hashtag Jonio. Much love from Oklahoma.
I want to give you an Oklahoma hello right now, Jennifer Robinson. You'd get really mad if you knew what that was. Thank you so much. Hashtag Dronio. My grandpa's actually from Oklahoma. Very nice little state. Thank you so much for the hashtag Dronio. Thank you so much.
Deborah MCL. Okay. Another one you missed. ADVChina eBetting for a drone. Oh.
Well, actually, this drone, ADVChina has the drone. It has the Spark that we use in a pinch. But ADVChina has been using the Mavic more for our bike shots. So it's kind of been a thing. Like, we need the Mavic. We need Dronio back. That would be really nice. We're not begging. Deborah, it's hashtag Dronio. It's a relief effort. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Tom Shimon, hashtag Chase Prazi with Dronio.
I can do that. We get a new Dronio. We're going to chase Prazi with that Dronio. We'll chase him. Got to find a way to slap him with the propellers or something without breaking it. Thank you so much, Tom. Really appreciate it. This feels like, you know what, like back in the day when they'd like call 1-800 blah, 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 like help to like give donations to whatever. I feel like this is really sad because they're donating for a drone. But it's a beautiful thing because they're donating for a drone and the drone footage in the channel. Really appreciate that.
Jason 01, vape for Dronio or I'm leaving.
All right. I've never vaped on camera on purpose. It's only been without, but because it's for Dronio, I'll give a fat cloud. I feel like such a douchebag right now.
You are.
But it's vape for Dronio. Hashtag vape for Dronio. Is this a thing now?
Whoa.
All right. Dronio got his vape.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
Wang Dawei.
Yeah, Wang Dawei's back.
Small drones that can shoot stuff at people. Get one and let the son of Dronio get revenge. Hashtag Dronio.
Hashtag Dronio. There's drones that can shoot stuff at people. I hope that's not like bad stuff. Like ketchup or mustard would be fine. But thank you very much, Wang Dawei. Yeah, I'll look into that. It's fantastic. Thanks for hashtagging Dronio.
Shin Marty Zaid.
Okay.
Hi, Matt and Vivi. I took Chinese in college to break up the monotony.
Monotony. Means like boredom.
Of programming classes and
hey, it's like me.
The video of street level China. Hashtag don't slap Prazi. Hashtag give up smoking.
Hashtag don't slap Prazi goes to Dronio. Hashtag give up smoking should probably go to Dronio as well. All of this is going to go to Dronio. Any hashtags going to Dronio. Hashtag give up smoking. I did give up smoking. Actually, I quit smoking. I know some people that took up smoking though.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Troy
Awesome.
Fallen. Let Vivi yawn if she wants to.
No, I feel like when someone yawns is the biggest slap in the face. Troy, I appreciate the donation. But seriously, like when people yawn when they're talking to you, do this to me sometimes. I'm like, I'm super offended. It's like a slap in the face. You don't yawn when someone's talking.
When are you talking? Okay, Deborah MCL. ADVChina post that, not me.
Oh, did they? Oh, did they? Oh, did they? Winston, did you post that? You beautiful boy. Are you getting the hashtag Dronio movement going? Yeah, we really need that drone for real. Hashtag Dronio. Thank you for reposting that, Deborah. I didn't see that. Thank you very much. I feel like honestly, your yawn killed this stream. I'm not even joking.
Don't blame on me.
Oh, sorry. Catch that.
Okay.
I really do feel like you.
We catch up with
Okay.
all the
We finally
super chats.
killed.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'm sorry.
The window's open, by the way, guys, so don't worry. Thanks for killing the stream, Vivi. With your yawn, I'm blaming you. You killed the hashtag Dronio movement. I want to say thanks to everyone that did support the hashtag Dronio movement. We're gonna give it, let's see. Let's give it 3 more minutes. And then we'll pull the plug. Because you guys have been so awesome. This has actually been a super fun stream. Thanks for putting up with all the malfunctions that we had. Thanks for all the dragonflies that came out to support the hashtag Dronio movement. It's been fantastic stuff. If you have any more questions, post them up. Otherwise, me and Vivi are just going to yell at each other for 3 minutes. I freaking hate you.
Why you hate me? I know you love me.
I do. I'm sorry for saying that.
We got sunburned so bad.
I know. We just got absolutely freaking roasted today. Wait, you say that, but look at you. You look totally normal.
No, my whole bag was red, remember?
Let's see.
No, stop. No. No. I'm not showing my back.
I didn't mean it like that.
Awkward situation.
Thank you, Adam,
come
for
to Chicago.
my wife's about to kill me.
Chinatown sometimes. Hashtag vape for Dronio.
Vape for Dronio. Thank you so much. I really appreciate people supporting my vape habit because it's something that I'm very embarrassed about, but vape for Dronio is something I can get on board with. So thank you so much, Adam William. Vape for Dronio.
Why you need to do it so long?
Vape for anything involving Dronio involves a lot of effort. We will come to Chicago for sure, as long as it's not South Chicago. Thank you, Adam. Thank you very much.
Okay. Carl
Mueller.
You guys are awesome. Favorite channel.
High five.
Thank you.
That's killing it. When I hear favorite channel, that makes my day. Because I watch a lot of YouTube, and there are certain channels I watch, and it's kind of an addiction. Like I'll go on. You gotta admit this. I go on YouTube before bed. Did you just freaking yawn? Wait till another 100 people drop off now again. The freaking yawn, dude. That's worse than cancer. That's so bad. It ruins watch them drop off because they're like yawn. I shouldn't be in the stream right now. The YouTube, like I'm addicted to certain channels and I watch them religiously. I wish I could like talk to these people because they're like my heroes, like half these channels I watch. And for someone to say that we are their favorite channel is like the biggest honor to me because I don't watch TV anymore. I only watch YouTube. So thank you so much, Carl Mueller. Really appreciate that.
So Mark Studio, how can you live in communist country?
Sorry. Mark Studio. To answer your question, how can I Well, it's very simple. You apply for a visa, and you buy a plane ticket, and you move there. If I'm to answer your question as I think you asked it, it's not actually a communist country. Like, for the most part, you know, there's no communist laws in terms of like crop sharing or things like that. It's more like living in an authoritarian country with like very limited freedom of speech. To answer your question succinctly, let me think about this. It's because so much flies under the radar in terms of what you see on the news. If you watch the videos, you kind of understand like there's a lot more to see to like being in China than what most people kind of put out there. So to be able to be part of that and like speak to people, human beings, like you realize that like political systems are so much less important than what people have to offer in terms of showing you their country and like involving you in their country. So like there's a lot more to see than a political system in China, for sure. We may talk about the political system in China fairly recently because it's kind of a big deal, but for the most part, being in China is so much more than that. So thank you so much, Mark.
Okay, X Nickerish X. Did you quit work when moved to China, or did you not work before you moved?
Oh, I definitely worked. I've been working since I was 15. Put myself through college, all that kind of stuff. And working has been a part of my life since I was in high school. So I had a ton of different jobs. I worked retail mostly. I was also a lifeguard, which Vivi always makes fun of me for. Why do you always make fun of me for being a lifeguard, by the way?
Because you're stupid.
What the hell? What? Anyway, yeah, so I did work a lot. I just didn't take a formal job before I moved to China, like full-time formal job. So thank you. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it.
Wilhelm, Chicago, hashtag Dronio.
Hashtag Dronio. Nice. Thank you very much, Will. Appreciate it.
Renee
Beering.
Beering.
Denmark, eh? Thank you very much, Renee.
Your friend is MSP2505.
Also in Denmark.
What's the most embarrassing thing about each other?
Matisse, just because you're my friend doesn't mean you can try to expose us on stream. You son of a bitch. We're going to do it anyway. Most embarrassing thing about Vivi. She's kind of like a tomboy. I don't think this is embarrassing, but like sometimes like in situations where there's females that are more traditionally, I'm going to try to answer this properly, more traditionally female, Vivi has no sympathy for that. What? She has no time for that. So if there's like a group of males and like a traditional female, Vivi takes the male role. She runs her mouth, she swears.
Hey,
I'm just saying. She'll act like a bro. And most of the time that's really, really cool. But if there's girls in the situation that are not cool with that, she can kind of make enemies with them. Just throwing that out there. Most embarrassing thing about me.
I mean, make enemy depends. If
No, I didn't ask you to back yourself up. I asked you to say the most embarrassing thing about me.
The most embarrassing thing about you? A lot. I can't even think of any. No.
I had to fight for one.
Embarrassing, huh? Can you remind me something?
You tell me.
Embarrassing. I don't think I should say that. Fair reason, no. You forgot to lock the bathroom door in the plane.
Oh no! All right, go ahead. That's pretty funny.
I wasn't there. You told me.
You tell them.
Okay,
I told
he told me that like because on the way to Hong Kong.
I was actually angry about this. It's not a big deal.
Is it
She freaked out.
New York to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And then he went to the bathroom. He forgot to shut the door.
No, I shut the door.
Actually leave the door open?
No, I shut the door.
He shut the door but forgot to lock
I had to
it.
pee real bad.
So you pee and then the flight attendant saw you.
She opened the door on me.
Oh.
Which is whatever. Like, she didn't see what was happening. She saw my back as I was peeing. Oh no, it's so bad.
That's so bad.
Is it though?
She's a girl.
Well, the whole thing is that she made a thing out of it. She's like, sir, next time you go to the bathroom, would you please lock the door? And I'm like, okay, but you don't have to look like you're traumatized, but you didn't see what was happening. You know, I pee, like urine goes through my bladder and out of my body. You didn't look at like the tube that was actually ejecting the urine, like you saw my back knowing I was peeing. You don't have to act so offended about that, you know? I was tired. It was like middle of the night. I got no sleep and I'm peeing. Like, leave me alone, you know? Like, oh, sorry, sir, close the door. Had to like pull me aside by my collar and be like, you screwed up, boy.
Okay, I hope we can give you enough of an answer. Wang Dewei, I love your theme song clip. I found it on YouTube.
Shyness, boy. It's a good song. That's why I chose it. Thank you very much.
Brian Baker, Sea Milk, you passed my Chinese test. You are the real thing. If you have a Tokyo meetup, I'll be there. Would be cool to meet you guys.
Brian, I will be there. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, Mark Studio. Oh, I loved your reaction to the questions.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Wang Dewei, I'd love to meet you guys in person at your future Tokyo meetup. Hashtag Dronio.
Hashtag Dronio. Nice. We'll be there. I had no idea we could even have a Tokyo meetup. I thought like one person would show up. That's fantastic, guys. This is so cool.
Mr. Painkiller 992.
Hi.
Hey, glad to see you hit up my hometown of Flushing. If you go back to New York City, would you consider doing a meetup?
I'll be honest with you, Mr. Painkiller 992. Thank you very much, by the way. We had what? Oh, sorry, we're buffering.
Okay.
Also had a death threat, so we pulled the plug on that. Maybe a little tinfoil hat, but we've had a bit of a pushback from some people, so didn't want to put us in danger. It was just me, I would do it, but like Vivi was there, and I didn't want said Chinese speaker to harm my wife potentially, so we pulled the plug on that. However, I'm trying to come up with a way that we can alert subscribers that we're going to have a meetup without potential people, unsavory folks showing up. Even making comments like that, like, makes me very wary to do something like that. But if we can find a way to do that, contact me privately. We'd love to meet up with you guys for sure. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'm reading some of the other comments right now, and I feel really embarrassed about my bathroom ordeal now. I feel bad. Like, I feel like I've been in China too long. I'm like, girl, you watch the man peeing from behind. You're not going to frickin' have nightmares, all right? We go to the bathroom.
I think sometime will.
Well, it's not that scary, all right? She saw nothing. She saw the back of my head.
I mean, I
Not
think
that
I'm
head.
too used to you being like that, but I thought about it though. A lot of time when I saw those like men don't even shut their door, they just leave it open. I know the fact that it's pretty gross, but at least you shut the door. That's
Yeah,
more,
like
a little bit
she
teeny tiny civilized.
at most she saw the back of my head. That was literally it. You know, and she had to lecture me like a mom. It's sad.
Well, okay. Hansen Wang.
You know how to speak Chinese. It was
No, I pronounce Chinese, but
okay.
I don't know he want me to pronounce English.
He's Chinese.
Heading to bed now. Hope I can one day buy you guys a beer in Melbourne. Keep up the good work, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
This is my favorite YouTube channel.
Bro, you have been there since the beginning. I really appreciate my Chinese subscribers, and it's so cool you've been there since the beginning. You've always been there in super chats and the comment section. You're awesome. Cheers to you, most importantly, and we'll see you in Melbourne for sure someday. Thank you.
Hansen Wang again, and F the hater and Wu Mouse.
We actually just shot a video on Wu Mouse where we like exposed their comments and their commenting style, and it was very Haoan. So thank you very much. Really appreciate that, Hansen Wang. Awesome stuff. All right, guys. We're going to say last chance for super chats. We're going to put let's put a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning on super chats.
Whoa. 王德伟，你们是我最喜欢 YouTube channel。
谢谢，我们是你最喜欢的 YouTube channel，是不是？我太I feel so sweet, so awesome. I saw #Dronio and I got excited. All right, Viv, you don't need to judge me. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We're going to put a 2-minute warning on super chats. We really have to pee, and I don't want this to turn into. Do you remember the most? Don't read freaking Matisse's freaking YouTube comments right now. I want to say this. Do you remember? We were in Huizhou in our apartment. And I put a 2-minute warning, and I just regretted doing this. We put a 2-minute warning.
Oh, I remember.
You remember this? I've never made more. We made like $200 or $300 that night.
Because like you're telling people you need to piss.
I need to pee.
Like,
and then everyone #waterfalls. And I wasn't allowed to leave the super chat because I had to pee so bad. So I regret just saying this. I forget I said that. We're just going to choose when to close this down. No #waterfalls anymore.
I still don't know how to pronounce this.
Whose farts smell worse, Vivi or Simo?
You said not reading it.
No, I'm going to read it now. Vivi's farts are very, very standard. Every fart smells the same.
Girls never fart.
That's what I meant to say. My farts can be all over the board, really. Right? You're whining about it this morning.
But the frequency is every day.
Every day?
Under the bed, not outside of the bed. That's a problem.
I like Dutch oven.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Then.
Don't even try anymore.
Okay. I know the fact that I don't know Japanese, but I do know that basic meaning is like Simo's channel is really good. Something like that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Tell me, is that correct?
Well,
Because just a little bit Chinese there, I guess.
So good.
Anyway, Grady Gillis. Honored to have inspired the Dronio Fund. Here's a tiny bit more. Do shut the bloody door.
I'm sorry. I know I was wrong. I shouldn't be criticizing the poor flight attendant. She shouldn't see some massive white dude pissing. That's so shit. Thank you, Grady. You did inspire the Dronio Fund. This is like a thing. This is a thing now. Thank you so much for doing that. I will shut the door. I'm so sorry.
Kevin Locker, keep up the good work from an old subscriber who finally got time to come back and watch.
Thank you so much, Kevin. When you say old subscriber, sometimes I'm shocked to find out that some subscribers have been there since like 1,000 subs. And they're like, they quote stuff that I don't want you guys to go and see. Like, if you go back in the channel, like the old days, it's pretty terrifying, some of this stuff, seriously.
That's pretty funny, though.
I'm glad I did it, but like, no regrets, seriously. But like, it's pretty embarrassing.
I wonder how many people actually saw the duck training
If
video.
you guys, you 371 or whatever you are watching, if you want some entertainment, and you want to see how Olivia came to be, go watch Duck. What was it called? Baby Training or something?
Yeah.
Type in Laowinners plus like baby training or something. We thought this was a good idea.
I really think that's funny.
We bought a dead duck, like a defeathered duck, and I like trained to be a father with said duck. It was a very funny video. Kevin, thank you so much. You probably know what I'm talking about. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay, Tillman Bauman.
With a 666. Mark of the beast.
Do you have any question? Thank you so much.
He's just worshiping the devil, so it's fine.
Oh.
No, I'm joking. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hashtag Burzum. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate that. I put a 2-minute warning on this just because I didn't want people to do hashtag waterfalls. People still send me that message on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff, and they're like, remember when I made you like sit on stream so you didn't have to pee? And I was like bursting. I was dying. I'm getting to that point right now, so I'm gonna have to pull the plug because no more pee donations. Is there anything you want to say about I want you to wrap this up actually. Is there anything you want to say about your experience in Taiwan, kind of reliving our old memories together?
I don't know. This time I come back, I have way more feeling about it. It's not only because we relive the moment that like we deeply in love, and also like the way, because probably it's the age different. We saw people different,
right?
You know? Like the understanding of like human connection, the relationship and like communication is different. You just saw you can easily tell who is fake, who is not fake.
Right.
And you can just like Taiwan, it's like I have to say, in Taiwan the customer service is just up to the roof. I gotta say that Hong Kong and Japan, they both claim that like their service is amazing, but I want to say Japan's service is like up to the roof,
right?
And to the point that like you don't feel like it's fake. People really just make
they want to talk to you,
move here and live here. But it just made me have that feeling. That's it.
You're born in the wrong China, Vivi. I'm sorry.
You know what? Okay, just for example, yesterday, the lady, she's just.
People are making me want to pee so bad with their emojis right now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
People are just like being so freaking nice, trying to introduce everything.
Right.
And today.
Tell that story. Actually, I'm curious about that.
What?
Tell about that.
No, yesterday is like pouring rain. She just like come in without leading us without the umbrella. Just give us 2 umbrella. She just introduced every single thing, every step, how to open the door, everything. She just soaking wet, but she still have like really genuine, nice, and smile in her face and try to talk to us. And today when I saw her,
I was like, how much do I have to pay you for this umbrella?
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this to me? Can you F off right now?
And then like today I met
that was my
her,
attitude.
The way she come out, when we tried to get back to our hotel, I met her and she just like look at me and smiles like welcome back.
She wanted to talk to us.
Yeah, she
like,
just want to have a conversation. It's like
that sounds so stupid to like most Westerners, but it's such a big deal in China.
It's just a really genuine to the point that you feel like really like warm, you know. But to the point that because we travel a lot, you do know like by the time you go to Japan, you feel like really nice. But I can really tell that you can't really go into their heart, or they're being nice, but I'm not trying to say anything.
No, I'm not. I just can't look at these freaking raindrops anymore.
Seriously though, like if you know the comparison, you realize that, oh my gosh, their service is good. They're just like it just made me feel like everybody is saint. They're
Right.
just so nice.
I mean, that's such bullshit. Like, of course, there's normal people that don't do that, but
I
like,
know, but it just
it didn't
customer
feel like in
service is
Japan.
so-
It didn't feel. You remember when we were in Japan? And it was like it was so nice and so awesome. We're like, holy shit, these people are like really out to give us a good time.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, like it turned out to be like we felt like that's just what they do. That's their job, or that's society. Here it was like we're speaking Chinese, which to us is like a language we use to like I don't know how to explain. It's very difficult to explain. But
And there is a really one really important thing I want to point out, because like we are being through a typhoon, so our plane just like on and off trying.
I gotta pee. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. These emojis.
It just on and off try to we never know what's going on. It's like the plane can leave, take off or not, because they told us like because of typhoon, probably the plane gonna cancel. So I need to call the hotel or saying like, can we please like push the day like 1 day later so that we can sleep in a Hong Kong hotel. That would be really safe, right? But the problem is like our airplane like get to move in the regular time. So I need to call them again to move it back. But they really helpful to help us literally do everything. I've been strictly like 3 times. But in another hand, when I was in Hong Kong, booked the same ticket or hotel, I was saying like, can I please cancel it because of we are able to do it flight now, because like both of the hotel I use, a stingy person like me won the bargain, so I get to buy the like promotion package. So to the point that like in Hong Kong I can't cancel it whatsoever. But meanwhile in Taiwan they helped me to switch back forward the day. Didn't feel annoyed, just always like a great help me to go through the whole process. And like I have the best service in my whole life for real. So I just really appreciate the service and how genuine people are here. And I still remember when we go to Japan, I took baby Liv with us, so it's her nap time. I don't know like if anybody like understand, but when a little kid want to sleep, she didn't get that bad. That's a nightmare. Seriously, it's a nightmare. Normally in China, we can sway the way we're saying, can we check in first, and then they will let us do it. And in Taiwan, I can guarantee it's fine because that's like half an hour earlier. Remember that? And then in Japan, in Japan, we need to wait for an hour. They said, sorry, we can't give you that. I don't want it. It's like, sorry, you can't do it. I said, please just give us the room we booked. And they end up, like just half an hour, they end up charging us extra. Just half an hour.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so like in general for the hotel service and a lot of service, I really think I just fall in love with the service here.
It is fantastic. It's genuine. It is pouring rain out right now, by the way.
I think it's because our room is too cold. It's not raining. I don't think it's raining.
Well, fair enough. All right. Did we kill the super chats? I see a lot of piss break chats and emojis. I'm gonna give a 1-minute warning now on the super chats. Vivi is super passionate about customer service. She sure is. I'm pea milk right now, and I'm enjoying these Oreos that were given free to our room because of her customer service obsession.
Oh, by the way, I want to know who's Troy O'Fallon. I'm sorry. Where are you from? Are you from Japan?
I think he's Irish.
Oh, then why?
Fellow Irishman. Irish blood. I'm so sad. I don't want to give up on everyone right now because I'm having such a good time. All right, such a bad day because the hashtag Dronio. And I don't know. Oh, people are like asking me why I'm not keto anymore. I have a rule. I'm a keto boy. I'm a low carb boy. When it comes to vacation, bring in all the carbs.
You know what? When he's a keto boy, like when he's a
He
non-keto
was a keto boy.
and I found he's like 1,000 times more attractive.
When I'm a keto boy?
No, when you're not keto boy.
Oh, when I'm not a keto
Yeah,
boy.
because I love to share food with you and like try stuff with you and stuff.
So what you're saying is you want me to eat Oreos.
No, not necessary. But if you like it, it's okay.
Will you lick my Oreo?
No.
Did you notice this, Vivi? Oreos in Asia have such little cream. Look at this, the CMO content of this Oreo. It's very lacking. There's way more cookie than cream. I feel like they're slacking on their cream game. I'm being a carb boy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm disappointing everyone because I've inspired the low carb diet. And I very much believe in the low carb diet. But when it comes to vacations, you gotta let stuff go. You just gotta let it go. When it comes to the daily grind, you can be low carb. I'm low carb like 95% of the year. When it comes to a holiday, you gotta enjoy yourself a little
It's
bit.
just so funny that like originally we're trying to talk about like the Taiwan versus.
This happens
China.
every time we stream. I feel like this turned into kind of a podcast. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to let this go live afterwards so you guys can enjoy this after the fact in case you miss anything. But I really hope you did take something away from this. And I hope it's not that C-Milk went to the bathroom, vaped, and ate Oreos.
But we do mention about a lot of stuff. I'm not
We
sure.
did.
Should we?
It's just
Tillman.
super chats keep going.
Wow.
Oh, here we go. Tillman Bauman.
Oreo are so unpleasant.
Unpleasant.
I will never understand.
The fact that somebody donated €2 to tell the world that Oreos are bad. I mean, there's got to be passion behind that. I feel like that goes to hashtag Dronio.
People said it's loading.
Are you buffering? Tillman confirmed heretic. We all right? We back?
Oh, we're back.
Do you like Oreos, by the way?
When I was a kid, I loved to let it totally soak in milk.
You gotta eat an Oreo on
No,
camera.
if no milk, I'm not gonna eat it. No, why?
Super chat for Oreo. Did you just chuck an Oreo at me? That was actually offensive. I'm not letting that go to waste. Why do people hate Oreos now? What's the passion for hating Oreos? I'm eat Oreos now.
I want milk with it.
Get milk. I bought you a whole carton of milk.
No, you don't.
Thank you, Carl Mueller. Blasphemy. Oreos are godly. If it's enough to make me break my entire low-carb lifestyle, then they're pretty damn good, okay? Why do you not want to eat this Oreo?
Oh, I don't have milk.
This is kind of gay, though. Like, seriously, look at this level of cream. I can't deal with that.
No, do you know usually like we have those Oreo in your house, and I usually give the middle to our brothers.
To be fair, those are really fake Oreos.
Yeah.
My mom buys the most off-brand, counterfeit, bullshit Oreos you ever seen in your life. She actually bought like one brand that actually tasted like fish.
What?
It was so bad. They must have been like Aldi's brand or something. They were really bad. Yeah.
Okay. I really think we should
I know.
say night-night with everyone.
I've had such a good time. This has been like, you know, when people go to like the psychiatrist or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like decompress. I want people to understand that these streams are kind of like that for me. It's been
Super chat.
stop with the super chat. You're keeping us
Please.
going. Spleen.
Hi.
Hi, Spleen. And thank you very much. I hope you're part of the hashtag Dronio movement. This is really like, can you speak any Hokkien? Can you? No. Can you
What
speak
is
any?
Hokkien?
Can you speak any Kejiahua?
Oh, Hakataila?
Mm.
A little bit.
Go for it.
It's not my language. Oh, I can get around, but I can't. No.
Okay. You can even throw us one phrase. Sorry, that's Minanhua. 不好意思.
Huh?
我错了.
Minan? I can't. Oh, I only know Japte.
What's that?
Japte, it's like drink tea.
I know 立甲八不会 means 你吃饭了吗? Oh,
I
so
thought
people
it's
want to
立甲
speak
八不会.
Cantonese. Give them a little phrase. It's your native language. It's not like a novelty for you. It's literally your mother
But
tongue.
I don't know what to say though.
Say. I know what to say.
Ah.
Say in Cantonese in your native tongue. I appreciate everyone that supported the Dronio movement. Instead of Droni, you can say drone.
非常感謝大家俾我哋嘅支持 ，Johnny 有支持
We're in Fiji. You can say that. Come on.
嚇，
You can say. You can say
無人
drone.
機支持。
That's what I thought. Morenge.
Friends.
Oh, come on. Stop with super chats. We're done.
Live again, Dronio.
Oh, thank you, though.
Oreo
I cannot. You honestly, I feel so bad now. Slap Prazi movement, Live Again Dronio movement, Oreos rock. This is the greatest stream we've ever had. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. I feel like we kill it at 3. This is the longest stream we've ever had.
Yeah, you even missed the time to call your daughter. She's not even at home now. She went to library today.
We didn't miss that. We knew this was going to happen because Mom said, don't call. She's playing with trains.
She didn't say don't call. She just kind of said she don't need you now.
I feel like I don't even think about that right now. That made me super upset. That's the most horrible thing ever.
It makes your daughter love to play train for some bizarre reason.
It makes me a little worried. So miss the train. It's a little bit worrying. Oh, gosh. All right, we're going to cut it off at 3. I swear to God, we are pulling the plug. Stop. We're pulling the plug at 3 hours for sure.
Entertain and funny content.
Will, not my last name. Thanks for making funny content, entertaining funny content. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that, Will. If you were not here in the beginning, your proceeds are going to hashtag Dronio.
Trial fallen.
Yeah.
长寿成功.
Oh.
That's such a two thing that doesn't connect together.
I don't know why you put those two phrases
Long
together.
live and successful.
But to be fair, it goes to the
That
hashtag.
sounds really Chairman Mao-ish.
You know what? It might, but it goes to the hashtag Dronio movement because I feel like Chairman Mao would have. He would
Long
have.
live the drone. Long
Right.
live.
Think
Wish
about
you
it.
Successful.
Troy, Chairman Mao also supported the hashtag Dronio.
Steffi Y. Oh my.
Even why?
Steven. I'm delusional now. Stephen Y. Oh my God, you're still on. Make Prezi eat raw eggs.
He's not here. We would though. We would. You guys maybe get through all the beer. Super Sabao time. We're gonna kill this at 3 hours. I can't believe that we're still going right now. This is the longest stream of all time.
Like, you still streaming?
I'm actually surprised myself. I thought this was gonna be like an hour. Super Sabao. We're in Super Sabao moment right now.
I can't believe I just keep my face without makeup like the whole time.
Oh,
And then you
poor
even
girl.
repost it, but like post it again.
Poor girl.
That's just
So
no. That's basically just disrespect for your subscriber. That's it.
I'm sure they really care about you not wearing makeup.
No,
I'm sure they really dig deep and they're like, man, I really wish the baby wore makeup. I'm sure they deeply care about that. Dronio is at quite the tally right now. I'll have to tell you later. I'll post it on social media later. The hashtag Dronio movement has been a thing. Before I go, I'm actually going to check the Instagram support. Where's my phone? Oh, here it is. What are you laughing at?
No, somebody just said, you all look great in 240p.
240p live. Oh, we're killing it. Hashtag Dronio
Yeah,
right now.
that's why I don't get why nowadays things should be so clear. Oh, you're checking your Instagram thing?
Yes. Winston said, Kirabo would like to remind you there's a new video about how coffee is better in China than the US over on the SerpentZA channel. He's calling us out about my claim. But yeah, definitely check that out for sure. I'm sure it's a good vid. I'm going to check that out after the stream. Winston, you have to teach him how to say stay awesome. What a cool robot, man. Choose a Toyota. They're only talking about the robot. Hashtag Dronio lost traction because of Winston's robot. Winston, this robot's helping you and us. I lost him. It's helping ADV. Hashtag Dronio. And here he is promoting his damn robot. I'm actually really excited to meet this robot.
It's really cute.
It's the cutest thing I've
But
ever
so
seen.
sad that only Winston understands what he's talking about, though.
Yeah, because we don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
Actually, I just screwed up big time. I just promoted Winston's post. He didn't post that on hashtag Dronio.
Uh-oh, Winston.
I'm so sorry, Winston. Winston would support hashtag Dronio, and I think Kirabo, his robot, would support hashtag Dronio. Someone posted drone support on Instagram. Awesome live stream, a bit choppy though. Thank you. Dick Soft. Deb and Sabu, hashtag Dronio, hashtag Dronio, hashtag Dronio, hashtag Dronio. Yes, yes. Oh,
Okay,
beautiful.
Kevin Locker.
Yes.
I care so much about her lack of makeup. I sent a super chat.
Thank you, Kevin. Proving to her that it doesn't matter if she wears makeup, doesn't it? Thank you, Kevin. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to eat an Oreo in support of you, Kevin. Seriously. You're making me eat an Oreo. Totally didn't want to eat an Oreo.
Oh,
What?
lagging now.
Okay. We're going to kill it. Right for 3 hours
Oh,
because
it's
this
back.
is... We're totally going to kill it, though, still. Thank you for everyone that supported hashtag Dronio. Me and Vivi are going to go in the super chats right now and find out how much we pulled in with hashtag Dronio to see if hashtag Dronio can make a new Dronio 2.0. Definitely going to be a video. I got to leave this up. I feel like we behaved ourselves enough to leave this live chat up. Sometimes when we do live streams, they get out of hand. We have to get rid of them.
Like 1,000 an hour.
No, they just go too far and like.
Troy O'Fallon.
Like, yeah, gotta run.
Gotta
Sorry,
run.
I'm double Chinese. Awesome, Troy. Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the movement. It's actually a woman-eyed Dronio. Thank you so much. Dronio's coming back, boy. Don't you worry. Thanks so much for everyone that hashtag Dronio tonight. You guys killed it. I'm going to make a social media post tonight after I count up how much we made for Dronio. It's all going back to Dronio. I'm sorry for the big wins that took Dronio away, but if you guys haven't seen it yet and you're not a patron, patreon.com/Laowinners. I put the video up of Dronio dying, and I actually can't go watch it. I'm so sad. Anyway.
Okay, give
We'll
you
let you
guys one last little check about the train.
What? What's this? What is you? They're showing pictures of Olivia playing with trains. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Why is she in the trains?
She's playing it so carefully. She
Whatever.
doesn't like vehicles though. Why is she all of a sudden liking it?
I don't know.
Okay,
Anyway, we're gonna
you
post
gotta-
on Patreon. We'll post on the YouTube sponsors, and we'll find out how much Dronio pulled in. Thank you so much, Laowinners. You killed it tonight. Hashtag Dronio. Let's see if we can make Dronio 2 happen. Love you guys. You're the freaking best.